This is not Mega Man, Ratmus.
Oh, God. Follow. Got the rim, rum. To see me kill some hookers.
No one.
No one. Who is that who overkilled?
Who is this guy?
Catch him out of the mouth.
I want you to do some things first, Ratmus. Go to the load file. Load game. Okay. Load number 1, trial by fire. Make sure so this is the correct save now. Alright. I want you to save again on both slots 1 and 2.
The Exorcist 1 and 3.
So, hey everyone, welcome back. It's Rockman and Ratmus finally plays GTA 3 again after 7 weeks. You remember 7 weeks ago? You were watching that on YouTube. Remember 7 weeks ago, Ratmus?
I don't remember 7 days ago or the TV show 7 days. Just kidding.
Just kidding, I remember that with a passion. I don't remember 7 minutes ago, though. I fucking blacked out.
I did, but I know why.
Why, because you got blackout drunk?
Because our dad just wouldn't stop talking.
Wish you'd blacked out drunk during that. Alright, just look at the load screen again for a second. So what happened was last time, I guess our PlayStation 2, you know, the battery again, like many systems, it won't save the date. So every time you plug it in, you got to make a new date. So, alright, go back and do the El Burro mission like you were trying to do for the end of last stream and kept failing. And no, it wasn't the race. It was big and veiny. You just need to do better. Alright, so yes, we have an announcement for everyone in the chat. This is not the PlayStation 2 that I was even talking about 7 weeks ago. This is not our PlayStation 2 that we were using before that. We have a brand new PlayStation 2 for the 4th time ever. This is our 4th PlayStation 2 that we've owned. And it was given to us greatly out of the kindness of his heart by Quackity Quack-san. That's his Christian name. Because apparently, well, you guys all know the story about how we got a fat PS2 when it first came out, and then it fucking died when San Andreas came out. Then we got like a second one slim from somewhere, and then that eventually fucking died, and we had to get another slim off eBay that was like completely stupid, and it had a note taped to it. I forget what it said, but it said something stupid.
Come on, the note was the best part.
And then like it wouldn't play CD-based games. That apparently the PlayStation 2 has DVD-ROM games that are normal colored on the back, but if you look on the back of some of them, they say compact disc on the front, and on the back they're blue. And it just wouldn't fucking play them, which apparently is a known problem, and I tried everything to fix it and couldn't. So I asked Quack if he had a PlayStation 2, and he's like, hell yeah, I got a PlayStation 2. Hell yeah, it plays blue compact discs. And he said that he gave it to his cousins or something, some little younger kids in his family, I forget who, but they didn't give a shit because, you know, it wasn't the PS4.
It didn't have TikTok.
It wasn't the PS5. It didn't have TikTok. It wasn't the new hotness. So they didn't care. So long story short, too late. Quack sent us this PlayStation 2 that is what we are now playing GTA 3 on, and it plays wonderful discs that we couldn't play before, and we'll get to those later. And Quack's totally watching this past broadcast. What do you have to say to Quack, Ratmus?
And I sent you some wonderful stuff.
Yeah, she's gonna get a wonderful birthday present for his birthday one day late. Is that a cop?
I think so.
Get that 2-wheel bonus. Ratmus, you just need to calm down and, do this mission properly. Ratmus also bought a Dreamcast game that wouldn't fucking work for no good reason. Nice gangbangers want to die there. Is there anything good going on in our lives? Well, I mean, getting a new PS2 was good, right? We still have 8 more of those skinless wieners in the freezer for another day, Ratmus, so... You seem to have a real problem with this mission for some reason, because you shouldn't be this low on time at this point. Said this was going to be the whole stream. You got to complete this mission, and then it's I was going to say Sayonara Salvatore, but no, it's Bomb to Base. What's this card doing here?
Because I wanted to check the balance on it. And error, you can't fucking do that because it should be empty. I just want to double check. A lot of stupid bullshit going on in my life and in general. Like, I want to just stop for gas, and for some fucking reason, like, the Shell station was open, but all the pumps were, all quote unquote out of order.
And then you said I don't need pump, do it?
Pissed me the fuck off.
Name one thing that didn't piss you off. Dropping a hot dog on the ground? Oh, wait a minute.
Got your number.
Why were you hearing a police radio about the donkey derby? This isn't a crime. You don't have a wanted level. Is this an undercover police donkey mobile?
No, brother.
So how many volumes of Donkey Does Dallas are there? The correct answer is?
Not enough.
Yes. I saw a video recently of somebody playing Liberty City Stories, which we have not streamed and we won't because we're too lazy to do that. He was, getting all of the retro achievements. Just say there was mad cheap daddies to be had. Playing as Tony Cipriani and or Cipriani.
Part of it is this just kind of handles poorly, but another part of it is like there's cars around here where I'm trying to pick these up, so like I hit them, I get wonked out, and then...
Wonked out a actual word.
Yes.
Part of it's the fucking gangbangers running out into the street and shooting you. Shooting other gangbangers.
Why didn't I get those two?
Because you swerved to the left too much? Like, no, I didn't. That time you didn't swerve to the left enough. You're in Atlantic Keys. There's just so many ridiculous side missions in Liberty City Stories.
Pretty cool, right?
Just like episode 1.
It's like Temple of Doom.
So the great prequels of history.
Yes.
try to talk about stuff, or does that just fuck you up in this mission?
You can talk about stuff when we try to laser focus since no one's here.
Talk about Laser from American Gladiators and everything I know about him. Let's see, he's always precise, and that's all I know about him.
What more do you need?
What more do you need to know? Control, brother.
About to lose my cool.
See, I have this memory of like sometime in the 2000s, like they just started rerunning American Gladiators on, was it like Spike TV or G4 or something?
Yeah, and then we're watching all of it again.
Yeah, watching it all, like.
Joyous time, right?
It was a joyous time, unlike today, 20 years later.
Go and get some McChickens for like $1 each.
We didn't know how good we had it, right?
Yes.
Back then, we definitely had a P. Diddy.
Oh, God.
Yeah, like, did you ever see on YouTube where it's like cursed 90s commercials, and like most of them are just like, you know, involving the Trade Center?
Or Bill Cosby.
Yeah, or Bill Cosby all the fucking
Bill Cosby
time.
on the Trade Center.
Yes. But like, then I saw like cursed, you know, 2000s commercials, and Jesus Christ, I just lost my entire. Oh yeah, like, you know, over 50% of them, at least 75% of them were just, you know, fucking Diddy, you know, talking about his, you know, fucking bitches in his clubs and like selling cologne and being rich. Like it was just constant, like 75% of all the commercials in the first, you know, decade of the aughts was just that. Did you know that?
Sean Combs just being an unsuspecting guy, you know.
Sean, in quotation marks, pedophile Combs. Hashtag allegedly.
Hashtag 50 gallons of baby oil.
You know, commercials of him hanging out with Snoop Dogg, Martha Stewart, Donald Trump, you know, just a bunch of, you know, all fucking criminals. Jared from Subway.
Out of all those, Snoop Dogg's like the least criminal.
He smokes weed, and that's illegal in some states. And immoral in all 50 states, according to me. But not the District of Columbia for some reason.
Get to Atlantic Keys already.
You just fucking make one fucking mistake and blow it all.
It's the story of my life.
I think you made a lot more than one mistake in your life.
Yeah, just rolling. Like, I was doing well, and then I made that one mistake like you spoke of.
Well, here's an idea. How about you try again and don't make any mistakes this time? It's just that easy.
This is why we had to start early.
This is why we should have started 30 minutes before we did. It was important that Dad told you all those things. Name one important thing that he told you. Oh wait, you can't.
Yes. How much money he makes off of Social Security, which I'll never get because it's gonna be fucking like gone before I even get close to retirement age.
Well, he wanted to know if you made more per month than that. Do you?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I, you know, worked my ass off and done a bunch of overtime, and like I get like $1,000 more or so that I'm taking home.
Plus, you get $100 gift cards
Yes,
and pizza parties. No, wait, you don't even get those.
we haven't had a pizza party, quote unquote, in a long time.
And if you did, where would you get the pizza from? Moretti's?
No, I think they usually like Chicago Pizza Authority was like the last two places they've gone to.
Chicago Pizza Authority. That just sounds like
a ripoff of a accounting firm.
Yes. Either that or like the California Pizza Kitchen or
California Raisins on Pizza.
No. The CTA, Chicago Transit Authority. Let me see.
Look up the menu.
Let's see. They got pizza as well. I didn't know. They have locations in such great towns and or cities as Hoffman Estates.
Empty keys. Look, I fucked up and I'm dead.
Have I had pizza from?
I don't know.
I don't think I have.
Some closer ones to you. So.
It says the way pizza was meant to taste. Yeah, I don't want to tell chat, where I live. So which one should I look up? Elgin. I just read somebody that was. God, what was I looking at?
Oh yeah, Elgin's the closest place to my work.
Was it Babylon 5?
It was Zabulon 5.
There's something about Elgin, Illinois. Some person was born there. Was it the Box? Yeah.
Wow.
Bruce Boxleitner was born in Elgin.
I should find out his, birth home or whatever.
Here's a picture of him at GalaxyCon Richmond in 2025, and he's wearing a Disney Tron 40th anniversary patch on his jacket.
I totally want that. I should tell Bunny, hey, I work in the same town that...
He was born very close to our mom in birth date. Just like a week after our mom was born. Anyways.
I'll settle in anyway.
Alright, let's look at the menu for Elgin here. Like I said, wow, they got pizzas. Big fucking, surprise.
Pizza place that has pizzas. Wow.
They have the Densetsu no cheesy beef. You can get a lunchtime special, a jumbo slice and soda, $6.50. Back in 2006 when we were watching American Gladiators, that was probably like, $1.50. Let's see. Pizza, family faves. They got the margarita, the family pizza, which is sausage, pepperoni, mushroom, green pepper, onion. Don't they usually call that something else at other places? Like
cream or something?
Yeah. The Italian beef pizza, that's a classic. Here's one Doom will actually hate because it's named after him. It's called the Son of a Bitch, S-O-B, and it's sausage, onion, and bacon. They got the Hula Pizza, which should be outlawed. The Chicago Stockyard, which is basically all their different types of meats. Garden, which is a bunch of vegetables, yeah. So they have thin crust and double dough.
Yeah, I've had those before.
Pan and stuffed, and Chicago deep dish, which is apparently different. I'm still not 100% clear on the difference between deep dish and stuffed crust pizza,
Is anybody really?
Probably not. They have breaded mushrooms. I remember I got them at the Dogfather and they were not very good. I wonder if this place has good mushrooms, right?
Just try and find out and be disappointed. Story of my life.
Hey Bear Ninja, how's it going?
How are you doing?
We were just looking up the menu for a pizza place called the Chicago Pizza Authority. I bet you've never heard of it unless you live in the Elgin area. He says he's pissered. Does that mean drunk?
You wicked pissered?
Or did you misspell pissed off? You're so close, Ratmus, but you're gonna fail again.
I'm pissered.
The same thing happened. You turned the wrong way. Dark Souls sucks. Yes, it does. I don't know anything about Dark Souls other than the fact that according to Doom, it's the one reason why Chirpazard, quit streaming and killed himself. So it's the worst game ever.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
He's back to this game after 7 weeks.
That's the last game Chirp ever played, and then he, rage quit Twitch, basically. He said Doom blames Dark Souls.
Maybe life, we don't know.
Let's see, I'll tell you.
Hey, Eric, how you doing?
Hey, Eric, how's it going? Yes, you guys say hi to Ratmus. He's the one playing this game and failing. I'll tell you what, Ratmus, we're 20 minutes into the stream. You try this for another 10 more minutes, and then if you can't do it, I'll fucking take over and show you how it's done, because this is Rockman and Ratmus, or something. Or wait.
I've done this before in my life, but yeah, sometimes it just gets all fucked.
Actually, this is not Rockman and Ratmus. It says Ratmus plays Grand Theft Auto 3, so it would be a terrible lie if I took the controller from you, so you need to get good. I've streamed this before on... This is the original PlayStation 2 version, by the way, and I think I've streamed it like twice, although the first playthrough is probably no longer on YouTube. I took it down. And then I have also streamed it on the 100% on the PS4 version. We have not streamed the definitive edition of this, even though we do own that on Switch. Bear Ninja says, yeah, Ratmus, get good. Also, yeah, as Ratmus said, the last time he streamed this was 7 weeks ago, because, we were on vacation and stuff. We were having problems with our PlayStation 2, and our friend Quack sent us his PlayStation 2 that apparently he didn't need anymore. So this is now that PlayStation 2. It's brand new to us. It's not really new, it's used, but it's brand new to us. How was vacation, Ratmus?
Not long enough.
Not long enough. I think when I was there, there were parts of it where I was like, yeah, I'm ready to be home now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at that. 3 months for Eric. Now his Mega Man head has turned red. A shiny new color. Congratulations and thank you. No, yeah, no, I mean, vacation obviously was good. Was BRB. I'll try to remember some stuff about vacation. I mean, I was like, well, we talked about it during the vacation Wisconsin game stream, but Bear wasn't there, so.
Primal eats.
Ate too much food. When are we getting back to? It should be Monday. Yeah, I'm sorry I had to cancel last week's stream because we had a major power outage here. So it should be Monday. Yeah, we had a huge, well, it wasn't that big of a storm, I don't think. Like, yeah, like, basically kind of what I remember was, they were forecasting a lot of rain, and, like, it poured rain for, like, 30 minutes to an hour. There was so much rain, it was flooding the street. I was a little bit scared the basement was going to flood, but then it didn't. And then it seemed like everything was calming down, but then all of a sudden there was like huge like hurricane force winds. Obviously there were some tornadoes, like not anywhere near me, but the winds never got into a tornado. But apparently the winds got big enough, I didn't even realize it, where like I heard a noise outside. I go upstairs, look in our backyard, and a giant piece of a fucking tree like crashed down into our backyard and hit our grill, hit our fence, hit our bushes, like thankfully missed our house. But there was like a major tree damage all over the place. The power went out, and our power was out for like 30 hours, except our power wasn't really out because thanks to our dad installing solar panels, our power would have been out for 30 hours, but our solar panel batteries kicked right in and we never actually lost power because we were running off the solar panels the whole time. That was a fucking miracle. Yeah, I don't know why Bunny canceled her stream. I saw that she said that. Could be personal reasons. But yeah, like, I guess I could have streamed, but we were running power off the solar panel batteries, and I didn't know what was going to happen, so I was like, out of an abundance of caution, I'm just not going to stream this week. Eric is on a 10 stream streak. Ratmus, aren't you on like a 100 stream streak?
Is it raining in the game? Like,
is it raining in real life? Yeah, the cool thing about the solar panels, I guess, is like when I realized in the afternoon, I was like, okay, so our power is actually out and we're running off the solar panel batteries. So I got on my dad's like iPad app and I can see like the battery charge of the solar panels, and it was like 79%, and then like it kept going down every time I looked at it, and like in the middle of the night it was 49%. But then like the next morning I woke up and the sun was out, and like it started going up again because the sun was charging it. Even while we were using it, the sun was charging it. And then the next morning, even though we were still again using the power of the solar panels, the charge went all the way back up to like 92 or 94%. I was like, that's fucking awesome. Everyone should get solar panels, right?
yes.
Of course, you know, getting them installed was kind of a pain in the ass. I'm sure it costs, you know, a lot of money. It'll save you money in the long run, right?
It's like Dad showed me a thing, like they're using 40% less electricity from the electric company as like last year. So, I mean, yeah, it's just...
People can make up statistics to prove anything, though, right? Yeah, that guy turned, you know, right into your path and fucked you.
And like, there was nothing to turn left for. So like, I'm like, why was he doing that other than to fuck with me?
He's changing lanes without signaling. You gotta slow down so that that doesn't happen. According to Yoda, you must learn control, Ratmus. And why are people just constantly running across the fucking street? I love when the triads yell things like, "You done pork?" Should have the route memorized, so this should be easier, right? Everybody in chat, give Ratmus your... I was gonna say give Ratmus your powers, and then for some reason I almost said thoughts and prayers.
About all the above.
That doesn't fucking work. One more try, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid if you leave this mission till later, then the Mafia will be destroying you while you're trying to do it, right? I suppose you could try bombing the base and coming back to this. Just use cheat codes. What cheat codes would possibly save you on this?
Yeah.
Rumble. Got a severe donkey derby problem over here. What do you say about Grove Street? Stone Knox, how's it going?
What's your mustache doing?
Is taking a classic Magnum PI break. That crazy guy is on a 5-stream streak. There, you want to try again?
Sure.
That's the closest Ratmus has ever gotten.
How you doing, crazy?
You got a Blossom badge level 4, did you know that? Ratmus, how many times in a row have you failed that mission?
Too many.
Beating up a hooker for good luck?
Yes.
Have you ever been down south?
Donkey derby.
Maybe you need to listen to El Boro again for good luck. Play that El Boro mix.
Yes.
Again. Something donkey porn. Have kids your days ever seen a payphone? That's what you said, right? I've seen people, find payphones that are like old and broken and take a selfie with them and like, what the fuck is this? Hell, Ratmus even did that once 10 years ago, right?
Yes.
It was like 15 years ago. There was like a payphone at Indiana Beach that was like not connected and not working anymore, and you had me take your picture with it one time. Is that correct?
Yes.
was I gonna say? I don't know. Just don't hit any fucking poles, don't hit any fucking cars, it's easy. I guess talking about cheat codes, if there was a cheat code for like no cars to spawn, that would definitely help. Oh, I think I was going to mention, if I didn't already, that, you know, Ratmus grilled us some delicious hot dogs from Maplewood Meats, aka skinless wieners. You know, we always get them because they're succulent, right?
Yes.
Yes, you're doing well. Just calm down and keep on trucking. It's a great line from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. The guy's like, oh, keep on trucking. Slow down, keep calm, you got time, just remember the turns. Remember where they are. Shit. You can still fail if anything happens to that van. Oh, I guess it wants you to take the van that you had for some reason, even though that one's marked with a marker. You need to drive that van back, and if you destroy that van, you have to do that whole thing all over again, Ratmus, so do not fuck this up. Go to the pay and spray if you have to. Ratmus is going to drive the most carefully he's ever driven, everybody. There's some fucking gangbangers who just fucking destroy you. Speaking of Hummers, fucking gangbanger. Go to the alley behind the donkey derby. So yeah, our dad apparently like left his car door open and drained the battery, so he had to call AAA. So the guy who came to jump his battery or whatever was driving like some kind of Hummer model. It's ridiculous, right? And I saw somebody watching Lost. Do you remember when Hurley won the lottery and he bought a Hummer?
Yeah.
He was like, is that an H2 or an H3? And I looked it up, and an H3 was not invented before Flight 815 crashed, so it must have been an H2. Alright, go quickly save Ratmus. Then and only then will we congratulate you on completing that mission. Ratmus has been trying to complete that mission for
Weeks.
well, over 30 minutes today, and probably over 30 minutes in the previous stream, so probably over an hour just on that one fucking mission alone. You can give Ratmus a GG, everybody. Rockman did not have to step in and break the stream and do it himself. There is a checklist for this game, and I'm checking it off. Next, it's time to bomb the base, part 1 and part 2.
Part 3. Water.
Ratmus needs a break after that. Yay, progress. bad could the next mission be? Oh God! What an elbow! So we've completed all of the El Burro missions and all of the Marty Chonks missions. Those are all the optional side missions on Portland. Yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube and you didn't watch anything previous or you just forgot, so Ratmus is playing this game, this save file 100%, but Ratmus didn't do all the side missions. I did. This is what we call a master save file, where all of the hidden packages, rampages, and unique jumps in the entire game are already done. Yes, I glitched onto the other islands to do that, and all of the side missions and shit are done. Obviously not like, when I say optional side missions that aren't done, those are the payphone missions. The only things, besides the payphone missions, the only things that Ratmus needs to do is he needs to get 4 vehicles to various vehicle locations that were impossible to do, even with glitches. You have to wait until certain missions unlock them, basically, so we'll talk about that soon when you get to the second island. Nice armor.
Yeah, you didn't see I got fucking hit by a car?
I did. But don't worry, this is just Bomb to Base Part 1.
So, Alex, you ever been hit by a car?
Has anybody ever been hit by a car?
I've been hit in my car by a fucking guy on a bicycle. Just like at a stop, and then just like was driving way too fast, just clunked right into the side, and then drove off.
That happened to our mom also when we were in the car, like back in Chicago, I think.
And another like guy ran in my car and then like smacked it because he was pissed off because he was going down the like sidewalk. The turn, thing to cross was blinking like don't walk. Then he like entered the lane even though you're not supposed to when that goes on, like going 10, 15 miles an hour, whatever, on the bike while I was turning because I had the turn arrow, and then he like yelled something to hit my car with his hand because how dare I cut him off when he didn't have the fucking right of way.
You told him to keep on trucking.
Yes. Go fucking die.
Yeah, but I was specifically asking if anyone as a pedestrian had been physically hit by a car. The answer is hopefully no. When I was learning to ride a bike, I also might have crashed into a parked car for all I know.
I remember Drew did that, like we're driving on our bikes and talking, and then like he wasn't paying attention and went right into a parked car, and it was, concerning and funny.
But mainly funny.
Bitch.
You laughed and laughed and laughed and pointed at him and called him an idiot.
Said things like woo and damn.
Let's see what this guy has to say.
Can you update us on how his hands are healing?
Yo, my man. Salvatore phoned ahead, but a job like this is gonna need a lot of fireworks. I'll need $100,000 to cover expenses. But with me, you get a lot of bang for your buck.
Yeah.
Come back, brother, when you have the money.
Part 3, right?
How much money do you have? Like $62 million?
Okay, let's do this then.
Holy shit, you got $62 million? Buy me some new hands.
Yeah, this rifle shall help you pop some heads.
I only need 100,000.
Well, they have a beautiful friendship.
This is the beginning of said beautiful friendship. Yeah, this mission can be annoying, but nothing's more annoying than the mission you just finished, right?
Mm-hmm. You're getting into my lovely car.
How does he open the door when his hands are messed up?
That's a great question. In chat, vote.
Just don't worry, Chad is enjoying themselves, even though Stalnox might have to go back to work.
Okay.
I want to look up my following page. Smoke is playing Elden Ring. I've got a Zelda 1 speedrunner.
Like I saw that picture of Luna and Doom with Pluto, and like Luna just looks kind of pissed off. So that's what I'm like. Looks like Pluto just said something offensive to him right before the picture was taken.
Yeah. Cobra got some amazing Sonic trading cards. I told him we need to get some and trade with him.
Get a good vantage point, then I'll head in when you fire the first shot.
The Los Les Cargos.
Check the wiki and see if there's any strategies for this mission.
Where's like the place that you climb up?
Not there.
I thought it was like over here.
Keep going and then turn right. Keep going, keep going. Turn right.
Up here.
Yeah.
Okay. Just looking for the fucking stuff.
I got some trivia. The container ship used by the Colombian cartel has the same textures as a ship in Grand Theft Auto Vice City, which is docked in Viceport. If the player is on the ship when it explodes, then they will not die. Instead, they will reappear back on land, but the cartel cruisers are gone. That's just worthless trivia. I wanted some, tips and tricks for this mission. But it doesn't say any. See when this game came out again. It's October 2001. You were probably playing this in early 2002, maybe. Do you remember what you were doing 24 years ago, Ratmus? Do you remember completing this mission 24 years ago?
To the day.
Probably not to the day.
Oh, my hands. My hands messed up.
Does that mean you beat it? Well done, Ratmus. It didn't take you over an hour like Big and Veiny.
I hate frickin' timed shit and racing shit, so.
You must hate Majora's Mask. Welcome back, Bear.
Well, like that has like an overall time limit, but not like, a very limited time, and the element parts that do can be annoying.
Like when it tells you to defeat the enemies for limited time. Right.
Bomb the base.
We bombed the base. Make sure you save again. I marked that mission off as done. Next, it's time for Salvatore's last request. It's come as Sayonara Salvatore, which will unlock the second island and some stuff. All right, so real quickly, let's. Bear asked how our vacation was. We need to tell Bear anything about. We went to 2 barbecue restaurants. One we've been going to for a few years now is really good. The other one was we've never been there before. They had some pretty crazy, amazing food, and they had a huge outdoor area with just hundreds of people eating on picnic tables with live music.
And Jesus and Bigfoot.
And Jesus and Bigfoot. Yeah, they had like giant murals. Like, I think the owners are religious. They had murals of like Jesus and his followers, including Bigfoot.
I think the owners believe in Bigfoot.
Yes. They had I called it a chapel. There was this. I was like, there's this weird chapel in the middle of the woods where people can get married. And Song looked at it and she's like, "That's called a prayer room, you idiot." And I was like, "How was I supposed to know what the hell that is?"
You know, can't you technically get married like anywhere? So can't you get married there?
Can't you technically get married anywhere? Now I want to find a place on Earth where you can't get married. You know, like, I don't know, in a cemetery, can you get married?
The demilitarized zone between North and South Korea.
I bet you can't get married there. Yeah.
And this could seem like those cards just watching like a fucking marriage ceremony. Like what the fuck?
In the middle of a baseball field during a game.
There's like things like that, like for whatever's going on. You're like a middle of a heart operation. You're not gonna get married.
I don't know. I mean, if the operation's going badly and you want to marry before you die.
You know, the takeoff of an airplane. No.
You can get married during that. Come on. No. What else do we want to tell Bear though? I mean, obviously we swim in the pool. We played games. Ratmus, you rented a boat. You want to tell him about that? Is it wonderful? Just like every year you rent a boat.
The weather was nice. I mean, yeah, it's cool to rent the boat and stuff. The people who rent out the boats, I think it was like a different people because.
Oh no.
Well, the previous people
were nice and these weren't.
Actually, kind of the opposite. We're like, the older people basically have been running it the same way for the last 50 years. Where like they just keep things in a ledger, like no website, like nothing updated or what. So
they have a pop machine outside that sells like Roundy's pop for like
25 cents.
Probably not anymore, but I swear it's sold. I was trying to remember what it was, and I'm pretty sure it's Roundy's brand soda pop.
Probably, but I think it's different people running it now because they have a website. The bad thing is like if you do have to cancel, I think there is a fee, or you can do it where like if you pay an extra money, you can cancel within 24 hours. The other guy didn't care, but like the other guy, I remember like 2 years ago, we're like, oh, we want to take the boat on the canal, because there's a canal next to the lake, and he's like, don't do that, there's a rogue log, you're gonna like destroy the propeller, like that. Basically there was a log somewhere over there, we were 100% gonna hit it, and like spoilers, we went on there and we didn't hit it. This person, like, they would take pictures of the propeller because people tend to fuck up the propeller, but we just kind of drive around the lake. Usually we're fairly careful.
What's the name of the marina?
Americana. So now you can look up their like rental shit. I had some pogs on a boat.
Is it American Marine and Motorsports?
Yeah.
Is saying you kick the shit out of those grease balls racist? Holy shit! Yeah, this fucking website is just full of advertisements.
But like there's thing about rentals and things like that, and it'll take you to like, see rentals in the blue banner to the right. There you go. So like there you can look up pontoon boats.
You can rent a boat. You can rent a kayak, a paddleboard, a canoe, a slip. Storage. I assume you store your boat in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever looked up, renting a canoe, Ratmus?
I remember at my friend's family's house on Legend Lake, they'll say, because they don't live there anymore, they sold it, but like we went out.
So you're gonna give their address?
We went out on a canoe. My friend and our other friend, was up there for my friend's birthday, and then we basically sank the fucking canoe. It's Maria, like Mamma Mia.
So was it like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that says starts at $250 a day. The canoe only started at $30 a day, Ratmus. You could save a lot of money. You, your girlfriend, and Sadie in a canoe. Definitely not our dad.
I didn't try it, trying to fucking kill me, and Just trying to live my best life.
Why is a triad being an asshole? I think you just answered your own question.
Why are you talking about quesadillas?
And gyudon pork. Let's check out their most expensive boat. It's called the Tahoe 2380 QL Tri-Toon. Does that mean it has 3 pontoons? With a 200 horsepower engine. Holy shit. That sounds amazing. You know, I could get a canoe for $30. Come on, get a canoe. Yeah. How about a paddleboard? That's gotta be cheap, right?
How about a hoverboard? Who
Listen,
called?
Salvatore thinks that we're going behind his back, so he was offering you to the cartel and wanted to make a deal. I couldn't let him do that. I mean, the worst thing is, it's all my fault because I told him we were an item. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Look, you're a marksman and
stupid.
turban. I've got to get out of here too. I've seen too much killing, too much blood. This is a friend. She's an old friend. It's so good. She's someone we can trust.
Come on, enough of this speech.
Hey, Doom.
You better get out of here.
Hey, Doom. Ratmus was just talking about where he rented the pontoon boat up in Wisconsin. And I was looking at their website because he said they're under new management who's not a geezer or something. I'm sure I told you guys about the time when this mission glitched out on me, like...
And they fell off.
Yeah, like the... what is it? Maria and Asuka are the 2 NPCs talking in the back of the boat, and they just started, like, walking around and glitching out, and they, like, fell into the water and died, and I failed the mission, which is obviously not supposed to happen. I was going to comment on why this place has 3 different phone numbers. It says one is for the showroom, one is for service, and one is for rental. Isn't that great?
Mm-hmm. Because, yeah, like their showroom places, they're like big, you know, kind of building on
That's
the Main Street area.
That used to be... What did that used to be? Like, it wasn't the Kmart. It was probably like a Venture or something.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, if anyone wants to rent a boat in Shauna, Wisconsin, Ratmus is not being paid, but he recommends American Marine and Motorsports. Is any of that true, Ratmus?
Well, like, we used to go to S&S Marina, and that closed, like, some years ago.
So they don't exist anymore?
And it's like, I don't know if there's any others that are, like...
You would think
might
there
be,
would be.
But, yeah, like, I don't know if them...
Yeah, it's permanently closed, it says.
But why? Some unique boat jumps.
But why? Probably because the old people who owned it died. And that's how most things in Shawano close, right?
Mm-hmm. Like, there was no, like, answering machine or, like, for at least a while with the old, like, people there, and then, like, they didn't have call waiting.
So, Doom...
Asuka and I are gonna have to talk up.
If you remember 7 weeks ago, Ratmus was trying to beat a stupid mission with Donkey Derby for El Burro, and it took him over 30 minutes today to finally beat it, and he did. No, I don't think so. It's more like just a few of them die every year, right?
Yes.
So
and
it's
like, yeah, like the guy looked like, you know, he was in his 60s to 70s, so...
well, let me tell you an interesting thing about this game. Totally, as Ratmus goes to the fucking save point. So there's 3 different islands, and obviously at the start of the game, only the first island is unlocked, and you're not supposed to be able to get to the other islands. Obviously, you can glitch over there. But an interesting thing about this game is there is one place to save on each island, and they are open and available to save. There's nothing preventing you from saving there at any point during the game. You just have to glitch your way onto the other islands that you can't get to. So like right now, Ratmus has unlocked the second island, and you can just go to the save point. It's always open. So like if Ratmus were to somehow be able to glitch onto the third island right now, which he's not allowed to get to, you could just go to the save point there and save. There's nothing preventing you. Just an interesting note about this game, totally. Alright. Yes. Which is funny because I rewatched the wonderful movie that I love, The Tower, and at one point, you know, Paul Reiser is, you know, saying to his slut of a girlfriend, he's like, you know, I'm going to be there soon, and she says, what, Ratmus?
If you're not here in 10 minutes, you're going to have to play with Mr. Happy all by yourself?
Well, yes, she does say that, but something about Denny's.
Yeah, What did she say about it?
She says, "This isn't Denny's, you know. I'm not open all night."
I remember hearing something like, it might have been some years back at this point, but like Denny's decided to close for Christmas, and like they had to invent like a procedure to like close their locations because some of them like were just always open. So like that was never.
What if Waffle House did that?
Would be fights, because spoilers, there's always fights. Let's park right here.
Okay.
Hey, Doom, this is for you.
Don't do that. Doom's already pissed off enough as it is. But the way to make Doom not pissed off is to just show him that picture of him, Luna, and Pluto, right?
Oh God, what if I edited that so it was them with Pluto, but Pluto and Nash?
What Discord was that posted in? Okay, yeah, there it is.
We have certain issues to clear up before we continue any form of relationship, business or otherwise. Let's lay our cards
Did you
on
wake
the
up
table.
pissed, or did you wake up as Bear Ninja said? Let me scroll back
Better
here.
to wake up pissed than wake up in piss.
But first you must prove
I
to
said,
me
"Hey
that
Bear,
you
how's it going?" And he said, "Pissered."
broken.
And Dark Souls sucks. And I told him that, you know, Dark Souls caused Chirp to commit suicide. And he said, "Wait,
Doesn't
what?"
reach this club alive. Meanwhile, Maria and I will catch up on old times.
Oh, Asuka, you've got a massager.
That's not a massager.
Wow, an amazing command that's existed probably since 2014. So yeah, anyways, this is an important mission. Obviously, Ratmus just unlocked the second island. This is the famous mission where, for Asuka, you are now murdering Salvatore, which will, number one, cause any missions that you had to be permanently missed, probably. But number two, you know, now the Mafia will be pissed at you forever, and they have insta-kill shotguns. Oh God. So I hope you did the fucking ambulance missions already. Oh wait, I did years ago. Ratmus thanks me that he doesn't have to do that. So after Ratmus does this mission, now that we're on the second island and once Salvatore's dead, actually 3 things should be unlocked in terms of vehicles. So after you kill Salvatore, we would totally do that, right? What if this was a definitive edition, Doom? You need to go to the first island, and that's not the way to the first
I don't
island.
remember the way to the first island.
You should. Turn right. What, do you need a GPS like kids these days in the definitive edition? Turn left in 100 feet. Is it here where you need to turn? I can't tell. No, keep going. Yeah, this is... I don't remember any tips and tricks for this mission, which there probably is. Like, I think if you YOLO swag it, like you can go right up to the door and then like shoot him as soon as he comes out, but then the Mafia will shoot at you. I think there's another. I don't know if this is one where you can also use it. You can like jack his limo or something, or I'm sure you know you could. Once he gets into his limo, as long as you blow it up any way you can, I'm sure it'll work. Because I'm sure it's going to send you a message saying Salvatore's leaving his club, and I think he walks out, gets in his limo, and you have to kill the limo. Anyways, I think Song sent me a message. What did she say here? If you're streaming, she's at the grocery store.
It's raining, which always helps, right?
It definitely helped on, okay, that's not, oh, that was easy.
That was a little easier than I thought it would be.
Easier than big and veiny.
Yes.
Now go save. And then, yeah. Go save, and then I'll tell you what to do about a vehicle. Where the fucking save point is?
Well, I'm trying to go back over to the other island. I'm trying to like, is it? No.
You can save on the first island. Well, either or. You're gonna have to go to each island. One of the vehicles only spawns at a certain time. I think it's at night. Go right to the mafia who's trying to insta-kill you. It's a great idea. Okay. So actually, okay. So yeah, basically, right now the BF injection should become available at certain times of the night, but we don't need to worry about that because you actually need to bring it to Shoreside Vale, and that's not open,
yeah.
so we don't need to worry about. We can't worry about that now, basically, and we're not going to worry about a rhino. So what we're going to do is, all right. Good job, you saved. All right, now head over to the second island at the northmost point of the second island, the part where you do those missions for that guy with no arm.
Totally not Gary Busey.
What's his name?
Name, what's that? Hillary?
No. Is he voiced by Gary Busey?
In Vice City.
Phil Cassidy. Yeah. In this game, he's voiced by some guy named Hunter Playton. Let's see what it says on the wiki. History, background, events of GTA Vice City stories, events of Vice City, events of Liberty City stories, events of GTA 3, character, personality, appearance, murders committed.
Dust cart. New American ever.
King Courtney would like a word with you. Yeah, those missions are available. I guess he's the guy who says, "Yeah, Hillary." That's why you mentioned that, right?
Save here too.
In all of Phil's appearances, he appears as a manic heavy artillery arms dealer selling the protagonist military-grade weapons. Phil presents himself as a military veteran and regularly discusses his experiences, including claims of having, quote, flashbacks to the Vietnam War. However, Cam Jones claims that Phil was never in the Army, and Phil's records show that he was repeatedly refused for service due to, quote, drunkenness and unsuitable temperament for combat. He's a great unreliable narrator, right?
Yes.
During a phone conversation with Tommy Vercetti, he explains that due to his heavy boomshine consumption, he is blind in his left eye. Phil's most notable feature is his one arm. He lost his left arm in 1986 after he was caught in the blast radius of a boomshine bomb during the events of GTA Vice City. His subsequent appearances also depict him with only one arm, but which one though? I want to talk about, you know, if it really was the left arm or the right arm. You're supposed to go to the place I told you to go to and not do this mission. We're talking about Phil Cassidy's place. Guess how many murders he's committed according to this wiki?
At least 15.
Well, it's hard to say exactly because it says number 1, an unnamed Cholo thug, but then it says Jerry Martinez's men, Colombian cartel members, Mendez cartel members, so I don't know, maybe 10 to 15 it would. Vastly different appearances in the game art. Alright, anyways, you know where his place is or what? It's not in this fucking parking lot, I'll tell you that. Welcome back, Doom.
How are you doing?
Doom said he was pissed off, so what can you tell Doom to make him not pissed off?
Totally have some wine, right?
Wasn't it that place that you just drove past? First question, is the gate gonna open for you? If not, go around the back. Okay, you can see the thing in there. Alright, go, well, I guess you could try to jump over or just go around the back. Jim's had such a horrible day that he's, was already planning on drinking wine. There was a hidden package here, but I already got it. So yeah, one of the things that I've been saying about this is how I quote-unquote did all of the side missions that I could do. Well, this is one side mission, that, if you want to even call this a mission, that I couldn't do. I guess even though I glitched myself onto this second island early.
Where does this go? Does it go on the first island?
Yes. I guess, let's see. I guess either this vehicle wasn't there or there was no way for me to drive it over to where I needed to drive it, which is probably the case. Is even though I could glitch myself over here, there was probably no way for me to drive this. This vehicle is a military vehicle. It's called a Barracks OL, and Ratmus needs to drive it to the Portland Crane. Yeah, that's the emergency vehicle. That's exactly... You remember where you ended that mission big and veiny finally? That's exactly where you need to drive this thing. So this is one of the 4 vehicles that I was unable to get in my master save file that Ratmus has to get. And that's what I call Grand Theft Auto, right? Doing that joke, now he knows where that's from, except we already saw that.
what kind of wine?
I swear, what happened is like, during the past, 12, 13 years of however long me and Ratmus have been streaming, Ratmus would make that joke. He would say, "Tell him that joke, to chat." And then, like, at first I didn't remember that it was a quote from Batman Begins. And then, years later I realized that it was a quote from Batman Begins. And now I know that.
Yes.
What Doom drinks is dependent on what he eats, because he has to pair the wine. Meanwhile, what I drink is dependent on what I watch, because I have to pair the beverage.
Is it here?
No, to what I'm watching.
That's the other thing. So the grains right here.
Yes. Yeah, right there. You passed it. See where there's a magnet and there's yellow lines on the ground that you can barely see. This is the emergency vehicles crane. So what they want you to do is bring various emergency vehicles here, like a cop car or an ambulance or a barracks OL, and eventually it will say something like, "Thanks for the car, here's
Asshole.
here's $1,000 or something." Alright, Ratmus, you got 3 choices of what to do next. So you can go to the payphone on the second island and do missions for King Courtney, Kama Boombapa, Queen Lizzie. Or you can continue doing missions for Asuka. Or you can get 5 stars now, so if you piss off the FBI enough to steal an FBI car, because we need an FBI car.
Bring it here.
Yeah. Obviously the best way that I like to do that is to go to... I guess you could go to either one of your save points, because they have armor and guns and police bribes. I usually do it on the second island, where I lure like an FBI car to like chase me down into that,
Yeah.
area, and then get the police bribes and steal it from them.
I can try it here after I save.
Did it give you the message?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see. Alright, so I've marked off that you've delivered a barracks OL. Now go to your save point. But yes, like if I'm watching a show that's really, really good and special and important to me in some way, then I will drink a Sundrop that came from Wisconsin, or maybe if it's really special, a Twiggs bottle beverage. But if the show's not that special, then I'll just drink a Sundrop that came from Illinois, or I'll drink, if the show sucks, I'll drink like an RC or something, right? If you piss off the FBI enough by becoming a serial killer, the Temptress, all in caps, will come to arrest you, like in The Hunting Party. Yes, we totally understand everything that Doom said.
Michaela the Temptress.
Today, Ratmus mailed a package to Zoda. He's not here, so we can tell him what's in it. It was a couple of Sega Genesis games that we sent him, right?
Top Gear 2.
Yes. And then Ratmus also mailed a package to DK and Steffi, and what was in there? Various horror movie DVDs that you picked up from Mojo's?
Yes.
Anything else?
That was mainly
And then, Doom, since you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, Ratmus is streaming this right now on our new PlayStation 2 that came from Quack. So obviously Quack is a wonderful human being, and his birthday is coming up on Monday. So we sent Quack a bunch of stuff in the package, including what? It was like a... Let me turn down the game volume because, these fucking cops are and everything shooting and the sirens. So yeah, Ratmus is trying to get a 5-star wanted level and lure an FBI car into near his base, where he can then collect the police bribes and then safely steal the FBI car that we need. Obviously this is dangerous. He could fuck up and get busted, killed. But whatever. So What I was trying to say was, you know how in Wisconsin they have like various crane games where you can get rubber duckies, and we've sent Quack a bunch of rubber duckies, you know, right? This one I don't know where you got it, Ratmus, but it was like an extremely patriotic rubber ducky, like a duck that was, you know, red, white, and blue, looking like Uncle Sam, right?
Yeah, that was at the hardware store.
The hardware store. And
We got 5 stars.
what else did we send Quack that you can remember?
I also got like my other duck thing.
Other duck? You sent him a $25 gift card as a birthday present, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there was got to be other stuff. I don't remember what it was, though. But that was all sent to Quack today. Happy birthday, Quack, if you're watching this VOD, and thanks for the PS2, right? Doom totally wants us to finish this game so that you can stream wonderful games like Zapper. What the hell is Zapper, you ask? Does it require the NES Zapper?
Maybe.
No, it's a PS2 game called Zapper 1 Wicked Cricket, it says.
Oh, fuck.
So it's something about... the back of the box does not tell me much about the game. It says it has non-stop frantic action. Explore 4 totally twisted worlds with 18 unique levels. So what type of game is it? Find and destroy eggs before they hatch. Zap enemies and objects to clear. So it's a puzzle game? It's rated E for everyone and has comic mischief.
The best kind of mischief?
So it might be some sort of puzzle game. I don't know. I don't know if you remember this, Doom, if we ever told you this, but obviously we have a lot of PlayStation games, but most of them are just, you know, well, most of them are regular games like in jewel cases, or they're like Japanese imports or burned games. But if you remember when the PlayStation first came out, you know, they released games not in regular sized jewel cases, but in those giant fucking sizes, you know? And, well, there's a game for PlayStation 1 called Top Gun Fire at Will, and it's one of the few games that we have that's in one of those giant cases. Of course, it's totally broken and like falling apart because it's so goddamn old. It has a price tag on it that says $2.99. I don't know where the hell we got it. Is that Strickland? Just remember, the trophy for second best is a headstone. This game has trophies? Yeah, I mean, the only other game that we have that might be in this size is Street Fighter, the movie, the game, and obviously we bought those, you know, used way later, so it's not like you were buying these at the time the PlayStation came out. I think Ratmus is dead again.
I just was trying to steal their thing, and then I couldn't try to steal it.
But anyways, the reason why I brought that up was because we have the sequel to that game, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that game was a sequel to the NES game Top Gun: The Second Mission, which was a sequel to Top Gun, right?
Yes.
Because we have one of the games that Quack sent us was for PlayStation 2, Top Gun: Combat Zones. Most of the games that Quack sent us have this price tag in the upper right corner that I don't know where he bought them, but like it's clearly bought from the same used game store. They all have like similar yellow price tags on them. It'd be interesting to ask him what store he got them from. On the back it says, "Do you feel the need?" ? But it doesn't specify the need for what. I can't imagine.
Scientology.
You can master the Navy's top planes, the F-14, the F-18, the F-22, and try to get the 5 bonus unlockable planes. Wow. I guess I should be talking about this, you know, more when we play these games, right? But I just can't help myself. Well, even this game was made by yeah, I also mentioned, Doom, if you look at a PlayStation 2 game, if it's on a DVD, it will have the official logo that says DVD-ROM on it. But if it's like this game, I just opened up Top Gun Combat Zones, it has compact disc because it has the official logo for compact disc because those are official standards, so they have to have that logo. And the back is blue, so this game would not have worked on our previous PlayStation 2. It only works on Quacks, right? I was just wondering how many different Top Gun video games there are and if we own them all now. There's probably like a million of them. Yeah, apparently there was a 1986 video game made by Ocean, which is not the NES game. It came out on Atari, Commodore, ZX Spectrum, and you know, fucking 80s PCs. The game that we know as Top Gun is 1987 Konami, and then there's the second mission, Top Gun Danger Zone. Well, that's for MS-DOS. Obviously, we don't have that. Top Gun Guts and Glory was for Game Boy. We gotta get that, Ratmus. Doom, have you ever heard of Top Gun Guts and Glory for Game Boy? The player pilots an F-14 Tomcat against Soviet Union forces. Whoa, 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 you can't say that. Haven't you ever seen the movie? They can't call them Soviets or Russians. They have to say they're the quote-unquote enemy. Top Gun Fire at Will, that's the one we have for PS1. Apparently it also came out for Mac OS, MS-DOS, Windows. Top Gun Hornet's Nest was released only on Windows in 1998. Top Gun Firestorm for Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance. You ever heard of that one, Doom? So basically, if you remove like games that only released on Windows or other PCs, you know, that we don't have, it looks like we might only be missing games for Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, and DS. Yeah. There's a game, there's a game for Game Boy, as I said, a game for Game Boy Advance or Game Boy Color. Apparently it was both. And then also there was one for the DS just called Top Gun 2006 for Nintendo DS. Yeah. According to the back of the box, no other game allows you to fly down back streets on your side, taking pot shots at enemy launchers with such realistic details. 3 exclamation points, and the whole thing was all in red font and caps. Was anyone interested in Top Gun in 2006? I'm sure somebody was. Val Kilmer was. Yes. I bet Val Kilmer owned every game that I mentioned, right?
Yes.
I'm just gonna make up that Val Kilmer was such a video game enthusiast and he was so happy about himself that he would buy every video game based on every movie that he was ever in.
Yes.
That would be amazing if true. Spoilers, I just made that up. Which Batman movie was Val Kilmer in?
Batman Forever.
Batman Forever, the video game. It was released on Super NES, Game Boy, Game Gear, Genesis, R Zone, MS DOS, and Windows, and Val Kilmer owned every single one of them. I'm just gonna make that up. He's dead. He can't, come here and correct me. How do you know he don't? How do you know he didn't buy Batman Forever for the R Zone? What the fuck is the R Zone again? It's that portable handheld by Tiger Electronics that AVGN loved in quotation marks.
No acceleration, just
Why did you get the police bribes first?
because I didn't want them to drive off. I want to do it one more time.
One more time, everybody. Good luck, Ratmus. I'm gonna BRB.
Spawn to your death. able to drive the, did these respawn? Okay.
How's it going, bro?
I got it.
Awesome. I'm gonna get that cheese for us to try.
Okay. What happened to Eddie's? You're going out to a restaurant to eat? I did it. I fixed the car and that, so I just need to drive it to
The crane, same as the barracks.
My toast is done. Toast is done. Guess we've made some progress. It's better than none. Well, like next week, you know, because it's only like a few days from now, but my girlfriend's mom is coming to visit, so that's gonna be something. They have cows. They had, took one to be slaughtered basically, so they're bringing up meat for us because they keep some for themselves. They give some to my girlfriend's brother, and they give some to us. And she's texting me saying that Sadie misses me. He's wondering where I am. He misses me, so. Okay, got delivered. Is there a list somewhere where it says them, or you don't?
For that, I don't think there is.
Okay.
Did it say you delivered it?
Well, I was looking at my phone because I got a text from my girlfriend.
Was Doom watching the stream?
Yes.
No. So, when we were at Newski's, I saw this cheese. It says artisan cheese. Oh, Doom says it did say that.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Doom.
For paying attention.
Ratmus says, thank you for paying attention. I thought he said, thank you for being a friend. Okay, so this is from a brand called Schulzberg Creamery Artisan Cheese. Anyway, the flavor is Maple bacon cheddar. Cheddar cheese with real bacon and maple flavor. Proudly Wisconsin cheese.
For your help, there's something for you, dude.
Whoa. Take a piece, brother. Yeah, if you smell it, it smells like maple bacon pancakes.
Yeah.
So let's
What's better, bacon cookies or bacon cookies? You know what I'm saying?
what the hell are you saying? Are you gonna say what's better, bacon cookies or bacon cheese?
I think this the maple flavor is weird with cheese. It's like,
It is highly unusual, but it's not bad. I don't think it's bad.
makes you want to try, popcorn with chocolate.
Makes me want to eat pancakes for some reason. What do you think? Do you like it or you don't like it? You're conflicted.
Yeah, I think overall maybe I don't, but like it's not bad. It's just kind of weird.
I like it.
But let me try it.
Ratmus wants to try another one.
Because I am hungry, so.
Ratmus is starving right now.
Hi, Lux. How you doing?
Hi, Song. We just tried maple bacon cheddar cheese. I like it, but Ratmus is conflicted about it. Yeah, bud. All right, so you delivered the FBI card?
Yes.
All right, so you got a choice of doing the King Courtney payphone missions or more missions for Asuka. Both of which are on the second island. It's up to you, Ratmus.
Try that cheese. That drunken cheese, I mean.
I was like, Ratmus, so which one do you want to do a mission for, King Courtney or Asuka? Ratmus is like, I want to try that cheese.
That fucking cheese. Like the beer cheddar you got me or whatever. Put that in the pizza.
I'll post a picture in the Discord momentarily, but it's literally just cheddar cheese with maple syrup and bacon in it somehow.
I didn't want to kill them, but they pulled me out of my safety place and made me basically.
They pulled you out of your safe space?
Yes.
Inside your car is Gary Newman's safe space. That is true.
Oh. Fucking rain. Fucking King Kamano Ming.
So what you're saying is you think it would rain today?
Yes, spoilers it did. Maple cookies are pretty good if anyone in chat has had them. I'm curious.
Chat, if you've had maple cookies, you have to tell Ratmus. All right, there's the picture of the cheese in the Discord. There you go. And I guess when Song was at the grocery store, they did not have maple bacon cheddar cheese at her grocery store.
You even live.
What kind of a stupid grocery store doesn't have maple bacon cheddar cheese?
Did you ever watch Yu Yu Hakusho, Doom? Taxi. Why wouldn't you, according to some people? more, you know, later this month, right? Dead ahead won't kill.
I probably spent more time hearing Luna's impression of Kuwabara than what? Your impression?
You're a Mishi. Bought some buckwheat pancakes.
Maple syrup, just like that cheese we just had.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at the same place, Newski's, where I saw that maple bacon cheddar cheese and bought it, there was also that cheese that I didn't buy, which was weird. Let me go back and find it.
You're an efficient killer. I like that. This is my brother, Kenji.
He's got a speech impediment.
Just like Kenji.
Couldn't hear any of that because we turned the game volume down.
My police source indicates that the
Kenji
mafia
always trying to
are
pronounce
watching
things.
Manchester and the city in a bid to track you down.
Okay, yeah, it was chicken soup jack cheese.
Take out these
I was like, what the hell is this? And I didn't buy it.
for all.
Like
Chicken
I was at
soup
Woodman's
jack
yesterday,
cheese.
and they had like a cheese with blueberries in it. It's like, you know, I think I've shown the brats at Maplewood Meats that they have that also have them. It's just kind of weird.
Are cheesemakers going too far? I would say so. You know, like I like blueberries, but I don't think blueberries would be good in cheese.
Not beer.
Unless it was blueberry maple bacon pancakes. And Doom wants to know who are the ad wizards who came up with that one.
Yes.
This is the mission where you have to kill the paparazzi or whatever. I'm sure you can do that with your sniper rifle, right? Shit, the police. He's turning into a paparazzi.
Excuse me, officer. I'm trying to fucking snipe somebody. Getting punched in the face is not helping.
Thank you for explaining, Doom.
Okay, now he's dead. It's like my daily life. I'm not doing too good.
Well, you're not doing too well.
Good, because I'm like Superman.
I don't think you're like Superman. I don't think you.
My weakness is also Krispy Kreme. What are you talking about?
I thought you were gonna say my weakness is also kryptonite.
Oh shit.
I was like, you haven't repoed any cars, but you literally just stole the car you're driving, just like Superman would.
Yes.
I mean, just like Agent Kent.
Sometimes Agent Kent just walks onto a property and just takes a car, right, Doom?
Sometimes Agent Kent just steals somebody's car, just jacks it right from him.
Sometimes he just starts screaming and then, you know, heat vision beams come out of his eyeballs. These are normal things.
Him and his cousin get really mad if you try to fuck with their dog.
His cousin's also really hot. I mean, what?
Look. I was gonna say something, but never mind. For this one, if you don't remember, you have to like get on the roof of the casino to snipe these next bozos. Probably. Well, I'll tell you this. Like, according to the quote-unquote internet consensus, the Supergirl movie sucks and Masters of the Universe movie is good. I think the exact opposite. I think people on the internet are stupid. I think the Masters of the Universe movie sucked and I thought Supergirl was good. And also, Ratmus says that he's seen the Super Mario Galaxy movie in the theater. I have not. I'm waiting for it to come out on free streaming before I watch it.
I'm curious what you think about it, because I had some conflicting...
Ratmus is conflicted on it just like he was about that cheese. Not that conflicted.
See, like, I fucking did terrible at that, but they gave me a lot of time and other shit, so...
Saying is the difficulty of the missions in this game are very inconsistent.
Sometimes, yes. It's a banshee.
Oh wait, was that mission called Under Surveillance?
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is called Paparazzi Purge. Different mission. Alright, what were we talking about, Ratmus, that wasn't offensive?
No, we're just talking about offensive shit.
But then we'll be canceled.
One thing I did want to ask, Lux, like, do your, brother's kids like, waffles like you do, or does nobody like waffles as much as you?
So what you're asking, in other words, is do you like waffles?
Like, as a kid, I, would eat waffles a lot. I think, like...
Yeah, but are Eggo waffles really waffles?
No, and if you eat them cold, you're just a weirdo, right?
You're calling Elle a weirdo?
Yes.
They eat waffles, she says.
But not buckwheat waffles.
Buckwheat waffles?
They probably had that at that Aunt Jemima place that no longer exists. Just Google Aunt Jemima, people, it won't be offensive.
We're only talking about offensive things, remember. I don't know what the hell buckwheat is, just like I don't know what the hell yuzu is, as we discussed.
It's a freaking citrus fruit.
The Mickey waffles. Well, what was it? Didn't I post it like you could get Mickey and Minnie like pancakes at a place up in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
And they were like, "Come at me, Disney! What are you gonna do?"
Come on, Ghost of Walt. I wanted to see that paparazzi thing, so
I did.
yes.
I think it's like where the game wants you to like get a boat and chase him on the boat, but if you can,
Just a rocket launcher or something.
hopefully you can rocket launcher or snipe him before he leaves, and then it's easier. But
And if it fails, you just start right there, you redo it, right?
sure, nothing will go wrong or something.
You heard that? It's just like Bubsy 3D.
You hear that, Chad? Just like Bubsy 3D, Rockman said nothing will go wrong. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Ratmus.
Or is everything's gonna go wrong? Oh shit, my car!
According to Doom, eating breakfast at the parks, meaning Disney parks, is a waste of time because in the early morning is the best time to get on rides.
And you just, have a Dole Whip in between rides, right?
Reporter has been nosing around.
Just shove a Dole Whip in your mouth while you're running from one ride to another.
So you don't wait in lines anymore, you know.
You don't wait in lines anymore, you just fast pass.
And sink his career.
No one even knows what a fucking e-ticket is.
Nobody even knows what an e-ticket is. Walt's Force Ghost is pissed.
Pissed you just can't spend nickels anymore.
Not even at the Nickelodeon? Wow, you did it, Ratmus. You can mobile order.
And then I walk into the...
It'll be fine.
Handyman.
Doom says you can mobile order your Dole Whip.
Whoa.
Who's that, Astuka? I know I've been
I
annoying
wonder how much it is. I got a quarter pounder with cheese yesterday. It was $7.09 with tax.
How much was it without cheese?
There's also like the double
The double?
quarter pounder with cheese.
I think this is get to the phone in West Bellevue Park. So if you fail, it's not like you're gonna die. Hopefully,
just on the inside.
You're already dead on the inside. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yes. Chad, do you want to know about my life?
Chad, do you want to know why Ratmus is dead on the inside? Doom's like, no thanks, we're good.
One's in chat if you want to know.
It's 36 months, 3 years?
Yes.
Well, then next month Doom will get a
3-year badge on ice.
Upgraded, a different Mega Man color, hopefully. On Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, they had the question, which one of these sandwiches comes with half a slice of American cheese? And what were the choices? Can I phone a friend?
Can I phone Ben Affleck?
Can I phone Jared from Subway? Does he know?
I'm going to phone a friend right now.
Get to the phone with Bellevue Park.
It's always West Bellevue Park.
Spoilers, you're already taking too much time and you're gonna die. Okay, the choices are McRib, Fillet-O-Fish, the McCrispy, or the Big Mac. Well, the answer is the Fillet-O-Fish, as my mom calls it, right?
She does call it that.
Yes, she does call it that.
It's like I don't think Doom is, knows how serious she is about, her butter pecan syrup.
Oh, he knows. The Big Mac has 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. It doesn't specify anything about the cheese. I don't know what the fuck a McCrispy is. And I'm pretty sure unfortunately, Doom, as you know, I've had the McRib and it doesn't have any cheese on it, right?
Yes.
What are you doing, Ratmus? You need to get to the phone in West Bellevue Park already.
It's over here. Because I went to the wrong spot.
Yeah. This is just a test run of this mission.
Get to the phone on Liberty Tampa.
But yeah, I mean, back in my day, the only chicken sandwich they had was the McChicken, and it was $1, right?
Yes.
And then they had like...
People would be like, I'd buy that for $1.
People would be like that, yes. And then they got, they went through a whole fucking slew of other chicken sandwiches, more premium chicken sandwiches, chicken selects that people put electric fences around. But yeah, I can't keep track of their stupid nonsense with chicken sandwiches, which one's which and what fucking options they have. Nobody fucking cares. I just want the McChicken, right? For $1, no more than that.
And no less.
How do you spell that?
Like Colt Pfeiffer?
No, not clue definition. Every time I try to Google how we're supposed to spell that word, nothing comes up because Google doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about. It's like, did you mean school or some other word?
Did you mean gabagool?
Is it just this? Slew? No, come on, it's slew. It's slew. Google AI doesn't know anything about shul. Not to mention shul, as what's his face would say. So payday for Ray. Did you succeed or fail?
No, I failed.
Okay. But don't worry, Ratmus is going to try again, this time with feeling. Right, Ratmus?
Yes.
How many more missions in this game does Ratmus have, you ask? Well, besides vehicles and optional side missions, if we're just talking main missions, it looks like 25. And 2 of those might just be basically cutscenes.
Donald Love.
Well, one of them is Donald Love. The other one is, you know, when What's-Her-Face gets ransomed.
Yeah.
I think that's just a cutscene.
Oh shit, oh fuck.
Hey, you didn't land in the drink.
That was close. Yeah, I'm down where I need to be, totally.
Yeah, it may look like you're making progress, and you know there aren't a lot of missions left. But as you can see, these missions are really hard, and sometimes you complete them instantly, and sometimes they take an hour.
Throw you for the Skodo.
Plus, I wasn't including the 9 optional side missions and 2 vehicles. Doom said, as the character Weird Al played in Pretty Fly for a Rabbi would say, and he just still hasn't told us what he would say.
He's like, oh shit, I need to Google it, and then...
Oh shit, he lost internet or something.
You do 100% deserve this, okay?
Sure.
Look.
If anyone has, you know, not been paying attention to the plot of what's going on, of what Ratmus is doing, and you want to know and be informed, I believe Asuka told you, you know, to get in touch with Ray, who is a corrupt cop. But, you know, Ray is scared because, you know, he thinks you're the police or something, so he basically makes you go around, drive all around to these payphones within a time limit to make sure that you're not, you know, after him or something before he'll agree to meet with you. Does that about sum it up?
Yes. Why wouldn't a cop just do this? Who knows, but... all I know is there's too much spank business in Guam.
Doom's like, I don't care, I just want you to be done, and Song is enraged at the implication that there even is a plot. Oh, wait, I'm just putting words in their mouth. Excuse me, I would never say those things. Alright, let's drive over the wall. You know where this is. You did it before. Go past there and go to make a left. Doom says, I assume nobody was playing this game for the plot. Vice City and San Andreas, maybe. You know, I'd probably agree with that. This game certainly has the weakest plot.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
It does have the grand thefting of the autos, though.
It even has a mission called Grand Theft Aero where you steal a plane. Actually, I don't think you steal a plane in that mission, so it's a lie.
You steal a bow and arrow.
No.
No, I'm sad.
I think you look at a plane that somebody else stole, okay?
Sometimes looking at things are a crime.
Sometimes looking at something is good enough.
Yes.
Which it is, because there's a part, I think, in that mission where you're like, where did those bad guys come from? And you look at their van and you're like, the construction site. Oh, okay. So, yes, sometimes looking at something is good enough. Even Link can steal a bow. That makes me want to make that meme where it's like, you wouldn't steal a, you know, blank, would you? And have it be from Link's Awakening.
Did you like that thing in Fish's Zelda Discord I posted?
Did I like that thing in Fish's Zelda Discord that you posted? Alright, let me look for it. Zelda, Link to the Past, Nintendo Player's Guide. Yes, I believe we have that. Although we didn't use it as much as we used the other unofficial guide that has those wonderful Dana Carvey quotes in it. But we do have that one, yes. And the Majora's Mask one that you posted previously, of course.
Wait, is this not the right phone?
That wasn't the right phone, Ratmus. What were you thinking? It's probably that phone. one time where I showed Doom a video of all of our strategy guides and he loved it. I'm sure it wasn't all of our strategy guides, right?
Mine was probably the Dreamcast Steel Code Veronica one. I remember reading that and it was talking about the characters and it said like, you know, talking about Wesker, he's not the same Wesker Chris knew, and I'm like, when I first read that, I'm like, does that mean it's an actual different Wesker, like a clone? Like, it confused me, but no, it's...
It was speaking metaphorically.
Yes.
Because Chris knew Captain Wesker, right? Bear Ninja says, nah, it's the other phone.
Yeah.
Come on, Ratmus.
Yes, I done goofed everybody.
Ratmus done goofed. RE9 literally has a different Wesker. How does Doom know more about Resident Evil 9 than I do? Because I don't know jack shit about it. Nor do I care.
Because you gave up.
I gave up in Resident Evil 6, right in the middle of it, in fact.
To be fair, they did a bunch of horrible shit.
And one horrible thing that they did in Resident Evil 6.
They made it so if you're playing like two people on one console, it doesn't split the items that are dropped like it does if you're each on the one console. Because that's like one problem we had. So like we were severely low on like item drops. And then like the first campaign we played like had 5 different forms for the final boss.
Get to the phone in West Belleville Park.
Well, if Song doesn't want to hear about the plot of this game or Resident Evil 9, Ratmus, you need to talk about something that will interest Song. Pokemon, yes. How's your Pokemon going, Ratmus?
I'm still in the DLC for ZA. Where, I'm making donuts, doing donuts.
Doom says he has yet to start Pokemon Shield.
So far behind, except like they've come out with so many games so quickly, like, that should be fine.
Get to the phone on Liberty Campus.
Fucking car.
That came out in 2019, Doom. Has it been sitting on your shelf since 2019?
Has it been shitting? And I'm dead.
No, Skyblazer gave it to him only like a year ago, okay?
Get to the phone in South Belleville Park.
With what car? Let's see. Ratmus does have Pokemon Shield.
Meet me in the toilet block in the park.
The time limit's gone, everybody.
Kind of fucked that up, but I still managed to do better.
Ratmus, can you name the 5 Pokemon games that you own for Nintendo Switch?
Pokemon
One.
Arceus, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet. Are you counting ZA?
No, I just meant Switch 1, not Switch 2. You said Legends Arceus, Scarlet, and Shield.
Yeah.
There's 2 more.
There's the Shining Pearl.
Shining Pearl, yes.
So
Oh, yeah.
Arceus, Shield, Scarlet Violet, Pearl.
Yes, those are all physical copies. This one's a weird one. You probably won't remember.
Oh, that like downloadable one that was free. What was that called?
It says Pokemon Unite.
Okay, yeah, that
Whatever
was
the
some weird ass one.
I don't know what the hell that is. But yeah, and you have ZA for Switch 2.
Because yeah, that's not really any sort of a main game for that. So.
Doom says it's a MOBA. What's a MOBA again? A massively online butt association?
Massively online butt ass.
You saying a game is like League of Legends is basically telling me that something tastes like yuzu. I don't know what the fuck that means because I've never played or seen League of Legends in my entire life.
You need to make Rock some yuzu chicken, clearly.
Somebody needs to make me some yuzu chicken while I play League of Legends.
God damn it.
Actually, I think if I played League of Legends, I think Song said she would disown me. Right?
Yes. This is what Rock wants right now.
Okonomikitchen.com, what a great fucking website.
Okonomiyaki.gov, alright? Spell car with a K. Just declare the one or what?
It's the one who was. Yeah, people are pissed that they're, if Nintendo overtook their digital games away. Meanwhile, I'm like mini trains. I'm like, please, Nintendo, please take that away from me. I don't want it. I never wanted it. Why did I fucking buy it in the first place?
That's the one that they'll, like, no matter what you're gonna keep, you can, like, disown your account and they'll be like, here.
I don't want darts up anymore. Please take it from me. Pull together, skee ball, don't want it. Most of my digital games on PS4 I got for free. Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, I own it for free. I don't care if they take it from me. I couldn't fucking care less.
You could care more, though.
If anything, I want them to take Apex Legends from me so I never have to play that fucking game again as long as I live.
Well, the new season's coming out.
Yeah, them taking that from me was a fucking asshole move.
About F-Zero 99 or whatever.
As far as I know, of all the 99 games, they never took any of those away. They're all still going, except Super Mario Bros. 35. They just had to take that away, the fucking assholes. Video poker. I streamed that, got all the achievements. You think I fucking care if I ever wanted to play that game again? No, I don't. Okay, I'd be pretty upset if they took like Streets of Rage 4 from me, or even like the Talos Principle, or like TMNT the Cowabunga Collection. But we only had on 3 different consoles.
Cowabunga?
Yeah, if they fucking tried to take my achievements away, I would fucking... do you know how much, hours, days, months, years of our lives Ratmus and I worked?
Yes.
On the even my trophies, the few that I got, but especially our Xbox achievements where we have 400,000 gamer score. If they just like fucking deleted our account or shut that down, I think that's grounds for legal murder, right, Ratmus?
Yes. There'll be some Streets of Rage, let's just say.
Bear Ninja says, Streets of Rage. But yeah, do you think I'm thankful that I own the game Corvette on PS2 on disc? They can't take that away from me. I'll always own Corvette on PS2.
What about Space Chimps?
They can't take Space Chimps away from me unless I take my fucking disc and throw it in the garbage, which is what I should do.
Except that, you know, reappear.
They would come out of the garbage and hit me like a boomerang.
Yes.
Because it's evil. According to Doom and that video that DK posted, I should take a taser and just throw it right in the penis of whoever at Sony or Xbox, you know, ever deleted our achievements, right?
Yes.
And they would get electrocuted in the penis and fall over and die or something. And then DK will laugh at them.
That's the important part.
That's... yes. Apparently I own Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered on PS4. Why? I fucking hate that game. It's a piece of shit. Get it away from me.
Too bad.
That's the ultimate insult. No one can take Ayrton Senna Kart Duel 2 for PlayStation away from us. Even though it fucking sucked as it turned out, right?
Oh god.
Well, it did have movie files of Senna, right?
Yes.
That's the important thing.
So will this guy's honor demand something?
Okay, wait, hold on. You did pay. Hold on. You did payday for raid. Did you complete Two-Face Tanner?
Speaks highly of you.
I think
Jin can
so.
offer anything.
That was the one where he came out of the garage and you
Yeah.
instantly blew him up, and now you're on Kanbu Bust Out.
Of course, failure has its own disgrace. A Yakuza Kanbu is in custody awaiting transfer for trial. He's
Yeah,
a
so,
member of the family. Break him out of custody and get him to the dojo at Bedford.
It was okay back in 2001, Doom. So basically everybody knows that if you don't complete all of Kenji's missions before you kill him for Donald Love, you're screwed out of 100%. But apparently what most people don't know is there's a later Donald Love mission called Grand Theft Arrow, I think it is, which we discussed earlier. But apparently, like, if you don't complete all of Asuka's missions before that, you can also be locked out. But we already did all, well, we did all of Asuka's missions up to now, so we're fine on that. As long as we do all of Kenji's missions, we will not be locked out of 100%. Have you memorized where all the police bribes are in this game?
No.
I have not either, just to be clear. Have you read the manual for this thing? Said a police helicopter pilot.
To me or the guy with him, though, is the question.
Was he talking about the manual for Grand Theft Auto 3? I bet you didn't know this, Doom, but just like Zelda 1, Grand Theft Auto 3, it has a manual, but it also comes with a giant fold-out map of Liberty City that says, "Welcome to Liberty City." It shows all 3 islands, and it has, okay, well, let's see, what's 20, it's something like 50 different points of interest labeled out on the map. And on the other side is a giant Grand Theft Auto 3 poster. According to this, Maxim magazine said about GTA 3, it is, quote, a mafioso masterpiece. That's Maxim magazine, everybody. Reputable source right there.
Why didn't this insure the car?
I was like, because it's a pay-ins ray, but then I looked over and, yeah, I don't know. Is that what initially got me? No, of course not, Doom. I guess, I don't know how I initially got interested in this game. I assume, you know, my memory is shit, but I assume that when I was at college, you know, Ratmus's friend Drew owned the game, brought it over to our house and played it with Ratmus and got him interested in it. Would you say that that's correct, Ratmus?
Yeah.
And then you bought it yourself at some point?
Yeah.
And then I probably watched Ratmus playing it, and that's what got me interested, I would assume. But yeah, my memory is terrible, obviously.
Can you fix this up too, Mr. Bomb Maker Man?
Let's see if there's anything interesting in the manual.
So you've read the manual.
Yes, I just want to make sure that I read the manual because that guy in the helicopter told me to. It says, it tells you about the 3 islands, it tells you about transportation, car, train, subway. Did you know that you can ride the subway? Nobody ever does that.
I did, and like when I wanted to go to the next island and I passed by it, I thought that, but I'm like, that's stupid.
Talks about law enforcement, the hospital, jail. In the manual, it has a smaller version of that map with all of the locations that it tells you on the giant fold-out map. It tells you about the local gangs. It tells you about some of the NPC characters, which it calls local figureheads, in parentheses, the people who run this town. And it has their like game art. Then it has classifieds, basically like in-game advertisements, funny things, petsovernight.com, ammunition, an advertisement for the car, the Maibatsu monstrosity. Yeah, if you listen to the radio, there's advertisements and shit for this type of things, but since we have the radio, unfortunately we have the radio turned off. It has a listing of all the different radio stations and all the songs they have, which unfortunately we have to turn off. Yeah, all of the music from Flashback FM is music that was in the movie Scarface, not that I've ever seen it, and yeah, it includes such great songs as I'm Hot Tonight, Shake It Up, She's on Fire, Rush Rush, and we thought it was called Push It to the Limit, but apparently, according to this, it says right here, and I saw it on Wikipedia, the official name of the song is Scarface, in parentheses, Push It to the Limit. And it has the credits and advertisements for other games from Rockstar, advertisements for the DualShock. All right, and since Bear asked about it, I'm going to open up Vice City and talk about the map for that. Before she plays Vice City?
It demands that you get in.
In fact, let me check all 5 of our PlayStation 2 Grand Theft Auto games and see if they all come with maps like that. Vice City. Yeah, also, the instruction manual for GTA 3, it's the instruction manual, but it says on the front, Grand Theft Auto 3, Welcome to Liberty City. And then the instruction manual for Vice City says, Vice City Tourist Guide. That's what it says on the It has this motif in Vice City of like, all the pictures are like, they look like classic postcards from Florida. And actually, at some point years ago, probably like 20 years ago, they had a thing where online you could actually buy a set of Vice City postcards, like actual physical postcards with this art on them. They're really cool looking. I don't know what I did with them. I used one of them for an Indiana Beach poster, and I don't know where the rest are, I think. Anyways, yes, you are right, Bear Ninja. There is also a giant fold-out poster for Grand Theft Auto Vice City, which is way lamer than the GTA 3 poster. And then on the other side, it has a giant map of both islands of Vice City. And it also doesn't... well, okay, it does list all of the locations, but the GTA 3 map was done better, I think. Try to fold this up again properly. Yeah, I've never seen the movie Scarface. All I know about it is what Michael Bolton told me. No, not the guy from Office Space. Right? Alright, let's check out San Andreas. San Andreas, the manual says Local Business Advertiser's Guide for San Andreas. So I guess the takeaway is that when Rockstar made these things, they were very big on trying to make it like immersive and meta, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, this also has a poster. Let's check this out. Yeah, this has a... Is this... I was like, is this the biggest one? Oh yeah, this is a big poster because San Andreas is big. This is twice the size. The giant posters for the box art looks really cool. And then on the back, yeah, it's the entire map of the huge game world of San Andreas. Not that much points of interest, but it's a big map. Very nice. Alright, and now a quick look at the other two games that I have never streamed and never will, which were originally on PSP, were ported to PlayStation 2, so apparently they're portable games that I have played, which is very rare. Liberty City Stories, that came out first, so let's check that out.
Well, you beat, Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle too.
Yes. Yeah, the instruction manual for this game, the entire front of the instruction manual is done like the front page of the fictional Liberty Tree newspaper. It says, Liberty City ranked worst place in America, again. Crime on the rise. Statistics to blame, says Mayor, Mafia. Wow, this is just like real life. Alright, did you complete Canbu Bust Out?
Yeah.
Good job. Next is the mission Grand Theft Auto, the titular mission of the game. And yes, Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories also includes a pull-out poster. Looks pretty cool. And a map on the other side. It's the same world as GTA 3, but it's a prequel to GTA 3, so the map is slightly different. GTA 3 takes place in 2001. This game takes place in 1998, it says right here.
Different time.
It was a different time, a better time, some might say. Okay, and now the final game, Vice City Stories. Yep, once again the instruction manual, the front of it is done up like the Vice City Inquisitor. Aliens stole my brain and drank my liquor, it says. So it's like a tabloid. That's the instruction manual. Let's check out the poster. So yeah, all 5 games came with posters and maps. Yep, it's got a poster on one side. This poster is kind of weird. I don't know who this person is supposed to be. It doesn't even look like the main character.
That's the name of the game.
Very colorful map of Vice City on the opposite side.
Overestimate the importance of etiquette in this line of work. To my eternal shame, a man once did me a favor, and I've never had the opportunity to repay
My eternal thing. I once borrowed $5 from a dude and didn't pay him back.
Like this map, for example, like will tell you where the police stations are, the hospitals, the pay-and sprays, the ammunitions, some places where you'll get like early missions and NPCs, stuff like that, points of interest, that type of thing. On the back of Vice City Stories, there's a quote from Games Radar, which says, Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories reasserts the series' dominance with another sprawling open-world crime spree. Yes. The game's like, oh shit, we're supposed to be about stealing cars. Better make Ratmus steal some cars, right? Doom, have you ever watched Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law? Because that was one of the games Quack sent us that we have to stream, right? Not on purpose. That's what you said, right, Ratmus?
Mm-hmm.
Ratmus said was that he saw a little bit of it, right? Was it on purpose or not? I'll tell you what, I never watched the Brack show on purpose.
Whoa. Fast car. Going to Aruba.
So I'll tell you guys this. So I think it was a week ago last Saturday that the Comcast guy came over here and gave me a new router. It was like, oh, I don't know what the problem is. Blah, blah, blah. And then like shortly after he left, you know, I had an internet problem again. And I think on Saturday or Sunday it probably happened twice where my internet cut out. And then Monday we lost power, right? Mm-hmm. That whole time we lost power and we were on the solar batteries, I was able to use the internet totally fine pretty much the whole week. Nothing ever happened to the internet. It never went out. I think maybe I had one blip on Wednesday or something, but it was just strange that nothing happened while the power was out. Like it was almost like the power going out fixed it. Maybe I had a blip or two, I don't really remember, but it hasn't happened very much at all, and I haven't gotten back to Comcast, and we've been streaming for 2.5 hours, and you know, spoilers, I might just have jinxed it, but we haven't dropped any frames or had any internet problems at all during the stream. Did I jinx it?
Yes.
Not down here, I guess. This is a practice run. In other words, it was nice, you know, back in the day when game developers actually cared to put time and love into their instruction manuals and made games with posters and maps and everything, right?
Where am I supposed to go? Because there's multiple cars.
One of the blips is more purple than the others. It's like, I think somewhat near the...
Okay, that one. Because, yeah, when I first did this, I went there first and there was no car there. I'm like, what?
No, I wasn't paying attention because I was looking at those maps. But yeah, like, I think if you damage the car, you need to go to the pay and spray that's
right there.
That's further there, but it's in like an alley over here. Mm-hmm. Is the actual garage. Oh, is it? Okay. Is it the garage next to the pay and spray? Or is it telling you to go to the pay and spray?
That's the one next to it.
Okay, I know there's a different mission where you go to a different garage. I don't know what mission I'm thinking of. Okay, well, at least in this case, the pay and spray is right next to it. Alright, Doom's taking a shower and possibly be back later.
Because, yeah, like when I did this the first time, yeah, I did it wrong.
Now you know what to do.
What to do. you ever seen the movie Gone in 60 Seconds?
Are you asking me or Bear Ninja?
Either of you.
Gone in 60 Seconds? No, I have not, and I've also not seen any of the Fast and Furious movies.
Always alarmed.
Remember when I said earlier that I had a Zelda 1 speedrunner? Now he's doing Star Tropics First Play, but yet he's speedrunning it. When we need something to talk about, we can always go to the news, right?
Filled with wonderful things. Life is great. Right, chat?
Let's see. I'm only gonna read the news that's not, you know, terrible. Let me see. Jessica Alba ditches her signature soft glam look. Oh wait, is that terrible?
Oh God.
New sales tax hike takes effect August 1st in Chicago and surrounding counties. No! Cockatiel sings one of the hardest opera songs ever and totally nails it. Was it the Portal 2 opera? Oh, you did it with 13 seconds left, bro. Good job.
I didn't kill any mans.
We still got 3 more missions for Kenji.
Sir.
I asked 3 Mexican chefs to name the best tortilla chips. They all said ...
Get out of my house. How'd you fucking get in here?
They probably did say that, yes.
It's 3 a.m.
It's 3 a.m. Get out of my house. Who are you? But they said it in Spanish. New burger restaurants expanding across central Illinois. Wait, do we live in central Illinois? No. Smith Burger Company. You ever heard of that?
No.
Have you ever heard of Burger Chef? I've heard of a place called the Burger Shake.
Burger Shack.
That's my favorite burger place.
That cop doesn't give a shit because, you know, break any laws by not crashing into anything totally.
I gotta check this out for Stelnox. It says, Henry Winkler reveals the one Happy Days guest star he felt let fame go to his head. Who do you think it is, brother?
Robin Williams one. Maybe it's Chuck Norris. It's a deal steal.
Some actor that I never heard of who quit acting. Who cares?
I wasted the scene on myself.
Ratmus, are you making fun of somebody with a speech impediment / lisp? Oh, okay, it's 2001, so it was okay. Missing Milwaukee teen found alive in Virginia 4 years after.
That you leave no one alive.
Florida honeymoon takes grim turn after kayaker's cottonmouth bite leads to ... They should have rented a kayak up in Shawano instead.
A canoe. What do you want me to do? This is deal steal?
I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. Let's see, let me look it up. What is this mission about? His honor demands it. Does that answer your question? Steal a Yardie Lobo and pick up a Yakuza and drive to the meeting spot, kill the Colombians and destroy their gang cars, and grab a briefcase and take it back to the casino. And that's why they call you Stallion.
Yes. So they call me Lobo.
Just like Jason Momoa.
Call me Jason Mimosa.
Here's some trivia about this mission. When the player reaches the meeting, it will be asked to press the horn. Even though the Yardie Lobo does not emit any sound, the horn button simply activates the hydraulic suspension, except for the definitive edition where the player can honk the horn, with the hydraulics being activated by a separate button. What amazing trivia. What the fuck is this news story? You could send messages to your past self with this mind-melting technology, scientists say. What message would you send, Ratmus?
God, what wouldn't I send? Don't go to college, buy Bitcoin in like 2010.
Save John Ritter?
Yes. Stock in Ford when they were like $2.
Trouble room. The food turn.
Trouble brewing in paradise. Please tell me where the fucking Yardies are. How about that?
Here's a great news story. This bitch, who I don't even know who it is and can't even pronounce her name, her favorite McDonald's order isn't a burger. Well, what is it?
McChickens, right?
That's Nancy Silverton's favorite order.
Cocksuck when you eat feed.
White Sox predicted to land Mets All-Star in trade deadline move.
Wow.
Excited for the White Sox this year, Ratmus, just like the Pope?
Not excited for anything anymore.
What are you talking about? You're excited to play Grand Theft Auto 3 with your brother. No, I'm not.
I'm just so dead inside, right?
You're excited to eat some skinless wieners from Wisconsin. No, I'm not.
Excited to eat more of that
Maple bacon cheese. No, I'm definitely not.
Where did the fucking Yardies spawn?
Why don't we just check the map that came with the game?
Told that'd be nice.
I think they usually spawn in front of that multi-story car park, don't they?
This one.
The one where you got busted getting into that stallion. Near your save point.
Someone farted.
Yeah, honk that horn. Tommy Lee recalls injecting whiskey after running out of heroin. I didn't even know Tommy Lee was still alive. I haven't heard about him since the 90s.
Especially if he's injecting whiskey.
It's probably fine. Signs of popcorn brain. What the fuck is popcorn brain? That's just kids these days being stupid. Or other words that I could say back in 1999 but can't say now. I hope you haven't bought any lettuce from Walmart, Ratmus.
No. That's where it's
Why
all-
would I?
Yes.
Why is,
Honk the horn.
why surgery patients should be honest about these 4 things? Well, especially if they're getting married during the surgery, right? Just definitely walk right up to them when they're fucking destroying you with bullets. Next time they blow up your yakuza, your friendly guy, I'm sure that will... Okay, that's a briefcase. Whoever the fuck that your comrade or whatever word I was trying to think of. The Barbie sequel is stalled. Oh no. Illinois family rushes to stop intruder, finds raccoon opening garage door, I think it says. Yeah. Would you think, Ratmus, if a raccoon opened your garage door?
I'd offer him a cigarette.
Good answer. Watch Jimmy Fallon ask Sadie Sink point blank if she's playing Jean Grey in Spider-Man Brand New Day. The picture looks like, you fucking asshole, I'm on an NDA. Why are you asking me this? I'm sorry, these news stories are really bad, but...
In a funny way.
No, just really bad. Usher issues warning to future lap dance recipients. That's just so fucking weird out of context. I don't want to know. Why can't we have good news anymore, right?
No longer need to, warn recipients of lap dances that they're going to get a lap dance.
Giants outfielder is out for the season after late night scooter accident.
Scooter?
Scooter?
Scooter, what are you doing out this late?
What was that, Deal Steal? The mammal that hunts with electricity instead of eyesight. Is it Platypus Man?
Yes.
Finally?
Is that blind gorilla with the taser?
We all know that platypuses exist.
Do we?
This article starts out as saying. And I'm sure there's platypus deniers out there. Here's the final headline I have to mention. This is a real headline. There's no Ariana Grande like pissed off Ariana Grande. Like no Ariana Grande I know.
Yes. What the fuck?
Seriously, what the fuck, Ariana Grande?
To be truly strong, it is important that you not
To be truly strong, you must talk like me.
fortunate enough to have our protection. Settle the account today. Go and collect the money immediately.
My other dimension.
Into the casino account.
Under demands that, there's no traps, nothing bad will happen to you.
talking about the fucking news.
Start talking about Huey Lewis.
Sure. I don't know who's even here still, but I need to. Me and Ratmus need to talk and have fun, right, Ratmus? Even though your life sucks, right, Ratmus?
You know it does, brother.
What else can I talk to you about? I don't even know anymore. I've talked to you about a lot of things in the last day.
Wonderful place you want to go for your birthday 6 months later. To eat things. It's like a Polish restaurant. What do you usually get from there / want to get, do you know?
Last time I was there, I got the Highlander Schnitzel because there can be only one.
Will they speak English there is my question.
I hope so. They had a chicken noodle soup that was amazing. And, of course, everything's written in Polish, then English. They have potato pancakes. They even have a Highlander-style potato pancake.
It's Uncle BJ's. What does the BJ stand for, Stalnox? Just kidding, you're not here.
I can't pay you, and I wouldn't pay you if I could. Some young gang just dragged up the place. They took everything. You guys are useless. What kind of Yakuza are you anyway?
So yeah, the Highlander's cutlet, as it's called here, is a breaded pork cutlet topped with mushrooms and cheese. So basically schnitzel with mushroom and cheese on it. Very good. Just a traditional cutlet, which I guess is pork schnitzel with eggs, ground pork,
Oreo with cheese,
chicken cutlet, sweet pierogi with blueberries and sweet cheese. Oh God! Yeah, they have pierogi. They have
pierogi with blueberries and cheese. What the fuck?
Polish sausage. Various plates. But I'm guessing you would want probably just the regular cutlet, or you probably love the Highlander's cutlet too.
Yeah.
I've shown pictures of it before, and it was good. So.
You on the other island?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to that mission we were in.
It's the one where you get the protection money.
Certainly looks like he's on the other island. At least there's no time limit, right?
Yes. Why won't the cartel ever love me?
Why would you want a cartel to love you?
Seriously, he's fucking.
Would you rather be loved by the cartel or your dog Sadie? But who does Sadie love? Obviously, it's whoever gives her food. She doesn't give a shit about any further than that, right?
Yes.
Welcome to Portland. All that ammo you got. Chinatown, not to be confused with C. Chinatown.
El Diablos.
I guess you want to drive for like 4 or 5 hours to get to see Chinatown? Freaking filthy Diablos, Boom Boppa Queen Lizzie.
Yesterday we had to drive to the frickin' state fair of Wisconsin.
What was that food you got from the Wisconsin State Fair that one time?
It was like a taco. I don't remember exactly what was the deal with it, but it was interesting and good.
A walking taco?
Yes. I don't know.
Let's see. So here's my chicken noodle soup picture. And I went there on May 6, 2025. And here's my Highlanders cutlet or schnitzel. As you can see, it's covered in mushrooms and cheese, and I'm guessing that's mashed potatoes with it. Because I guess it's one of those schnitzels, again, where they don't really give you gravy for some dumb reason. So it's good to have the cheese and mushrooms to have something rather than a regular fucking schnitzel. Do you remember when you went to that Wisconsin State Fair?
Like, you know, actually going to it with my girlfriend and stuff.
Yeah, and brought me that food that we're talking
I
about.
think it was like 2 years ago.
Like 2 years ago. So that would have been 2024. Do you remember, like, what month?
Well, August, because it's in August.
Alright, I'll check here.
Suspect that fucking. School hop with get and reach.
I don't see a food pic that matches that description from that time period. Should I check 2023?
Sure. It was 2023.
Yeah. August 6, 2023. It says
Cheese.
cheese curd tacos. So yeah, you got those at the Wisconsin State Fair, and then for some reason, like, dropped them off at my house. Is that what
Well,
happened?
like, we had Sadie here. You guys were like watching her, so yeah, like told you guys about it and then brought some home here when we came back.
So, like, was there cheese curds in the taco? Because, like, the shell looks like fried cheese.
Maybe, yeah.
Do you remember this picture? Quack bought us a drink koozie that says dickliquor.com, and then the spicy chili crisp. Remember that crazy chicken that said French toast sticks?
Yes. We ate a French toasted chicken.
Remember when I watched Bunny watch Wrath of Khan for the first time? You
Yes.
weren't there, but here's the proof.
I feel like I was there.
You feel like you were there by looking at this picture from July 21st, 2023. I got a Twix Cola and some delicious Chinese food right there.
Like I said, there was only 3 Kenji missions. Looks like there's another. Did I miscount?
I don't remember saying there were 3 Kenji missions. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in total. We just completed Shima, so the last one is SmackDown.
Sounds like on a demanding sim, I heard.
Do you remember Ratmus when you made this ice cream 3 years ago?
Yes.
And how come we didn't make more?
Doesn't look good, I don't know. But yeah, I could make more. Because it's not that bad to, you know, boil down the strawberries and make a syrup, actually. Wonka O's. Next Saturday, because my girlfriend's mom is being up, like I have to, she brings her dog with, so I have to watch Sadie, and Reaver is his name. And she's visiting a friend or something, and I think my girlfriend's working that Saturday.
What would Jane say about that?
What would Jane?
The Goram Reavers followed us. What did I just saw somebody watching a movie with Jane in it. What movie was he in?
Independence Day?
Yeah, I think it was Independence Day. Oh, yeah. He was just some like army guy.
Yeah.
Low level army guy.
Not like low.
Lower than Will Smith.
That's what I call a close encounter.
Could have been a barbecue. Yeah, I watched somebody watch Hancock, and I just remembered why I hate that movie.
Charlize Theron.
Yes, I hate her. You know, like I remember we watched that in Shawano in the theater.
Yeah.
You know, thinking it was going to be the next Men in Black, and then it was crap.
He didn't want to get himself one of those, is what you're telling me?
Yes. I think the reason is because it tried to be two movies at once, where they should have picked one idea instead of not trying to shove both ideas into one movie.
Like Delta Force?
I don't know. I never saw that.
Well, I finished watching that Red Letter Media thing, remember? They're like, this is like two movies.
Oh, which that was that the? No, yeah, that was the Chuck Norris one with the
Yeah.
hostages. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's listening to this. I'm gonna spoil Hancock, but like, you know, the movie starts out and you think the premise of the movie is that Will Smith plays this superhero. You know, he has the powers kind of like Superman, except he's a total asshole and he doesn't remember who he is. So like the movie starts out kind of as a comedy where like, you know, everyone hates him. He causes all this destruction, you know, when he's trying to help people. And then this guy who's like a marketing advertiser, like,
That's played by an actor that Imperial Salsa hates.
who is it? Jason Bateman?
I believe so.
Yeah, so like the premise is like he says he wants to clean up his PR image. So it's like the movie is about him trying to teach Hancock to be a better superhero in person, right? And like that would be a good movie. And like that's when I was like, okay, you know, if they did this movie right. But then halfway through the movie just completely changes because, you know, you find out the reason of why he has these powers, and like, you know, it's completely stupid. It's about like fallen angels and Charlize Theron, and then it just becomes like a battle between him and her, and I hated it, and it was completely stupid. And I'm like, make that a completely different movie, because I don't like that idea.
I finished watching that.
Best of the worst. You loved Rich Evans?
Everybody loves Rich Evans.
Everybody loves Rich Evans, especially dude who doesn't know who the hell he is. Especially Ellen. Yardy is off the streets, Ratmus.
And good Yardy's a dead one.
The only good Yardy isn't off the streets Yardy. By that I mean dead off the streets. Now it's 4:45. Are you hungry for more hot dogs?
Yes.
But what if I'm not?
Tough shit. Should have eaten so much of that cheese. I mean,
Yes.
it's all that fault.
What did it say when you killed the dealer?
Dealer minced.
Oh, okay. It was like, it looked like Italian. I was like, why is it telling you that they were killed in Italian?
They killed an Italian who just wants to make it a pizza.
Alright, complete this mission, and I'm gonna BRB.
And attempt this mission, which is a great phrase when you're playing the.
Yes, so once you're done with this, you can, you know, choose to do missions for Ray. You still haven't gone to King Corky, so maybe you should do that.
Cartels is fucking pissed. fast. Zip, zop, and zoop. Chat. If you didn't already know.
Hey, kid, over here. An old army buddy of mine runs a business in Rockford. We saw action in Nicaragua back when the country knew what it was doing. Anyway, some cartel scum roughed him up yesterday. Said he'd be back for some of his stock today. He's gonna need backup, and in return, he'll give you knockdown rates on any hardware you buy. I'd go myself, but the old sciatica is playing up. So,
doing a mission for free.
Doom's not back yet.
Nope.
Alright, so you completed SmackDown for Kenji? Is this Silence the Sneak?
No, this is the arms one or whatever. Where
I guess you did Silence the Sneak already? Okay, I didn't mark it off. Arms shortage?
yeah,
Is that about, what's his face, Phil Cassidy?
yes, they saw action back in Nicaragua with Tully Cannon.
Just like whatever arm of his was cut off? Well, Ratmus has to eat dinner, and then we have to stop the stream in about 40 minutes. Welcome back, Doom.
How was your shower?
We don't need to know how his shower was.
Hopefully it was cooling because it's fucking hot there.
Here's the guy with one arm. So Ratmus has been making good progress doing missions and whatnot. As I was about to say, we have to stop the stream in about 40 minutes.
They're just gonna show up here and I gotta kill them, or
I believe so, yes. Lock and load, Ratmus. They might be.
coming around the back too or something.
Maybe they're not. I don't know. They could be stuck to the left. They are behind you, as I feared.
Stealth cartel.
They used stealth. Can you believe it?
Hey, if I teamed up with you in Nicaragua, maybe I'd still have my arm. If you need any firepower, just drop by and take what you need.
Totally a retcon question mark?
Get out of here. I'll handle the cops.
How's he gonna handle the cops? Can I borrow your tank?
It's fake.
It's a fake. It's locked. Try it. Because we need a tank, but it's locked. You can't get it. Well, barrack so well. was Kyle Katarn? I've heard of Kyle Rayner.
I've heard of Kyle Reese.
The main character of Jedi Knight, the game DK was Let's Playing. That's ridiculous. DK was never Let's Playing a Jedi game. That never happened. If he did, he would have finished it.
If he did, he would have told me.
Just like that time he read a book. Oh, God.
Did he finish the book is my question.
No. I finished it. But I'm not going to finish Jedi Knight. Fuck was that bitch yelling? Let me look that game up. Just like I was looking up Top Gun.
He smacked this bitch up.
Let's see. Star Wars Jedi Knight is a series of first and third person shooter video games. Okay.
Not second person.
Which one did he do? There's Star Wars Dark Forces, Star Wars Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2, Star Wars Jedi Knight Mysteries of the Sith, Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast, or Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2. Okay, that is a first person shooter for Windows, yeah. How the fuck am I going to complete that for DK? Obviously I can't and won't, and I'm sure it didn't matter. All these games are probably for Windows only. Okay, the first one was for...
Bling, bling,
oh,
string.
okay, no.
This is King Courtney. Me, y'all, the posse can do with them rude boy driver and people is saying you the man. Get to the waste ground opposite the stadium in a car and wait for the other offers. I've got been watching checkpoints all over stock. First driver to a checkpoint gets the bling bling. Then it's on to the next stop. If you get
First driver to the checkpoint gets the bling bling, Ratmus. You just need to get 7 checkpoints to win. Or is it 8? Anyways, Star Wars Dark Forces was actually for MS-DOS, Mac OS, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, Windows, Xbox One, and Xbox Series, so that was ported to a lot of systems. But yeah, for some reason, the one that DK was playing was Windows only. Mysteries of the Sith, Windows only. Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, came out on Windows, Mac OS, OS X, GameCube, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and PS4. That's the one Dune's talking about. And then the last one, Jedi Academy, is for Windows, Xbox, Mac OS X, Nintendo Switch, and PS4. Frickin' hooligans. So now I'm reading about the one that DK was specifically Let's Playing. It says, takes place in the year 5 ABY. As Doom said, Kyle Katarn, a character in the Star Wars franchise. Full motion video cutscene, whoa. Ratmus. Doom says that every time you crash through one of those windows, you should have said another one of Miranda rights, according to RoboCop.
Just be saying to me, dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Should I tell DK that Doom was berating him once again for not completing that Jedi Knights game?
Actually, it'll make him do it.
It won't. You completed arms shortage, correct? Okay. It's a great way to get a checkpoint.
Like a glove.
Like a boss. If you blow that guy up, it's not going to be fun anymore, first of all. Second of all, you're just going to kill yourself. That guy's doing some mad stunts. But yeah, for this mission, all Ratmus has to do is get more checkpoints than anyone else, or get the most of all the people, so... This mission, you probably want to get your food then. This is 5 o'clock. Once again, Ratmus's driving skills from Big and Veiny come into play.
I swear I thought I would have just fucking lost that shit.
No, it's like you already had 6, and like I said, there's multiple enemies, so like unless one bad guy got every single one of the checkpoints, I was like, you're probably gonna win. It's like, you know, 8 would have made it mathematically impossible for them to win, but you know, 6 or 7 is pretty close. So anyways, that was the first King Courtney mission. There's 3 more King Courtney missions. Ratmus also has 3 more missions for Ray Mikowski currently. He'll have another one later, but in any case, Ratmus is going to save, and we're going to take a break so we can eat more hot dogs, and we'll come back hopefully as quick as possible to do whatever else we can. If anyone has to leave during the break, bye, thanks for being here. We still have not dropped any frames. Yes, crazy. We have even more hot dogs. Okay, hello, we are almost back. Ratmus is almost done shoving hot dogs into his face. Getting ready to do more GTA 3 missions.
Alright.
There's Claude mother effing speed.
Mother effing's the name of the game, right?
So you gotta say mother effing is his middle name.
Should be.
doing the dirty work. See if this family or not, don't you know? True, me boys will be there any second to take you for a ride. See if you're the article or sister or sissy.
If the car's gonna blow up, though, you have to die with them.
Yeah, I don't think so, Doom, but if there was, those guys on YouTube would love it.
Even GTA 5, I don't know.
Sure, Gracie loves this mission.
We're going for a little ride in the Emperor and Ice. Kill me some filthy Diablo who scream batting up me lady.
The Queen Lizzie.
Who do the driving and the shooting and the dally and a boot. We'll make sure
Driving and the shooting and things of that nature. Who wants this?
You've got 5 seconds to get back to the car.
Yeah, if we had the music on, this is where it would automatically play that song.
You want El Burro?
What's the actual name of that song? It was on my music quiz, and Doom didn't know it because, you know, we only play this game with the music off. Dance of the Vampires, I think.
Vampires Dance. This is on the other island.
Yes, it's on the other island, and as you said, even if the car catches on fire, you're screwed because you're dead.
Or to have the fucking assholes shoot it. I could go to the pay and spray over here. 'Cause we're all
Yep.
friends, right, Yardy guys?
You have 5 seconds to not use the pain spray.
So like during that engine change and stuff, we're all just getting to know each other.
Actually, Doom, now that I think about it, GTA has a lot of missions about MILFs. Womp womp. Okay. You can punch me in the face for that horrible joke.
So do you think the inspiration for Weird Al to, you know, have that song, you know, Don't Wear Those Shoes?
What do I think about the inspiration for Weird Al's song "Don't Wear Those Shoes"? What is the inspiration for it?
That's why I'm, you know, wondering. You know, did he like try to go on a date with the lady and their shoes are just nutso, and she just, you know, was he just, you know, taking a walk one night or something? He just saw some like person. He's like, well, those are weird shoes.
Let's call up Weird Al right now and ask him.
Yes. Call up Jeff on the Jeff phone and tell him to put Weird Al on.
Call up Jeff on the Jeff phone, tell him to get some Mad Chief Daddies, yo.
Just looking it up. So what album was that even on?
song Don't Wear Those Shoes is from the album Polka Party. Let's check the Weird Al wiki and see what that says. Trivia, this song doesn't have a single, but it was included on the Living with a Hernia single. That's it. That's all it says.
Why?
Polka Party album was released October 21st, 1986.
Those cops are turning into Diablos.
Yeah, even though it's got some great songs on here, obviously. Living with a Hernia, that's a classic. Dog Eat Dog, I don't know if it's a classic, but I like it. Addicted to Spuds, classic. One of Those Days, pretty classic. Polka Party. Here's Johnny, I mean, that's a classic to me. Don't Wear Those Shoes is probably the first one where, like, I'm sure most people forget about that song, but Ratmus brought it up.
Apparently it's classic to me.
It's classic to me. Toothless People, not very good. I don't even remember Good Enough for Now. And then it ends with Christmas at Ground Zero, which is a classic according to
A timeless Christmas crap classic.
song.
Deadhead won't kill.
So all this says, Doom, is about Don't Wear Those Shoes, or I don't know if I'm talking about Doom, Ratmus, or Song, or whoever I'm talking. It is a style parody of the Kinks. That's one thing it says. Let's see. So it talks about Weird Al recording the songs, new original songs. Although Don't Wear Those Shoes is an original composition, Yankovic admitted that the intro was inspired by the style of the Kinks. Lyrically, the song is a plea by the singer to his wife to not wear certain shoes which he cannot stand. That's as much information as that gives. Does that answer your question, Ratmus?
No.
Do you want to meet up with Weird Al and demand that he give you more information about it?
Oh, I just wonder what the hell he would say. He's like, I don't remember.
Wow, so you look at the cover of the album Polka Party, and it's him dressed in German attire with his accordion.
Yeah, we probably had a cassette with that or something.
Yeah, presumably playing polkas in front of a huge group of people who, I'm not sure if they're happy or if they're like pissed off. But there's an alternate cover in other countries, and it's a picture of Weird Al dressed as he is during the Living with a Hernia music video. And it's like against a background that looks like an alien.
I don't know if they're happy or pissed off. It's just like Luna in that picture with Pluto, right? Oh, he was pissed off.
Which mission did you complete there, Ratmus? Uzi Rider?
Yeah.
You completed it?
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Next one for King Courtney's Gang Car Roundup. Okay, so this is one where he wants you to steal some gang cars and bring them to a garage, and it was in the location where I was thinking was the other mission.
Okay.
You're gonna have to go to the first island and get a Diablo Stallion. Maybe you want to go get one, bring it back, and save it before we start this mission.
Sure.
Or you could just ignore it and do Ray's mission. We are kind of running out of time. Unfortunately, Ratmus and I have to go a little bit early today because we're going to show our parents the pictures from Wisconsin, and Ratmus has to do a couple of other things. But yeah, before we go, I'm sure I've talked about this before, but I am pretty sure that I had like all of Weird Al's early albums on cassette tape. I had Weird Al Yankovic, 3D, Dare to Be Stupid, Polka Party, Even Worse, UHF, all on cassette. And then it was Off the Deep End was the first one that came out in 1992, where we bought that on CD instead of cassette.
Compact disc.
Compact disc, everybody, it's the future. I know Doom's experience was a little different than that. And then we bought Alapalooza on CD, Bad Hair Day on CD, Running with Scissors on CD, Poodle Hat on CD, Straight Outta Linwood. Did I buy it? Yeah, I think I bought Alpocalypse. I think Mandatory Fun was the only album of his that I never actually bought. I think I, quote unquote, stole it from Song. Yeah, so as far as his major studio albums, I think that's how it goes. Like Song, you bought the CD of Mandatory Fun, and I just like took the MP3s from you. Don't arrest me, Weird Al. I'm sorry. I love you, Weird Al. It was just that one album, I swear.
Like how this guy's just driving around like a butt monkey.
And I think Doom famously said that he had the Food album, but what we had was Weird Al Yankovic's Greatest Hits. That came out in 1988, and that was one of the first CDs that we ever owned, our family.
And I'll probably have a Milli Vanilli, CD too.
Well, yeah, but that came later. Yeah, me and Mom were in the car listening to Milli Vanilli on the radio. And when you're in park, not when you're driving, it will show you the CD cover of the album. We were in the drive-thru for Portillo's, and so she put it in park, and then the picture of the album cover for Milli Vanilli came up, and I was like, you have that CD. And then I remembered how Doom said like that he didn't remember, he's not familiar with Milli Vanilli's great works.
Like that, they didn't really do those works though.
Yeah, well.
Calm down, everybody.
Yeah, so like I said, we had the Greatest Hits, which if you look at the cover, it's Weird Al himself, but he's like laying on his back or kind of sitting down on his butt, and he's like squished like he's in a box. And he's holding out his hand, and on his hand it says Weird Al Yankovic's Greatest Hits, and that had such wonderful songs as Fat, Eat It, Like a Surgeon, Ricky, Addicted to Spuds, Living with a Hernia, Dare to Be Stupid, Lasagna, I Lost on Jeopardy, and One More Minute, which the reason our mom bought that was just for I Lost on Jeopardy, because she's obsessed with Jeopardy. Now, what does the Greatest Hits Volume 2 that Doom had have instead? Wow, that came out in 1994, so what does this have? Headline News. Wow, Doom, Headline News, track 1 of the Greatest Hits, that was not released on any other album until later collections. That's a rare song. I never heard that until I heard when Song bought, what's it called, the Squeeze Box collection with all of the everything. That's where Headline News came from. It also has Bedrock Anthem, You Don't Love Me Anymore, Smells Like Nirvana, Achy Breaky Song, UHF, Money for Nothing / Beverly Hillbillies, Jurassic Park, This Is the Life, Poke Your Eyes Out, Yoda, and Christmas at Ground Zero. Classic. Oh, and there's also Weird Al Hits Tokyo, The Best of Yankovic, the Food album, the TV album. So Doom had the Food album and the TV album. So yeah, Food album obviously has all his songs about food, and there's a lot of them, right? Mm-hmm. What does the TV album have on it?
Funny if it started on fire like after that shit.
What mission was this? Was it King Courtney or was it Ray
That was
Mikowski?
a Ray one.
Ray Mikowski Evidence Dash. Alright, so hopefully Ratmus can excitingly make it back to his base and save before he gets murdered by the police. If he does, meanwhile, that will be the end of the stream today, and Ratmus will pick this up 2 weeks from today. We made a lot of good progress today. Good job, Ratmus. You still have 2 missions for King Courtney, 2 missions for Ray Mikowski before we can move on to... Well, you might have to do an Asuka mission before Donald Love comes out? I'm not sure. Unless I... Unless I mark something off incorrectly. Well, we'll figure it out next time. So, real quickly... Well, let me wait until you... Because this is a nail biter here. And you're dead. You just said you're just taking the death then?
Yeah.
Okay. Ratmus will just take that death and no his weapons. You'll get more, right?
Yes.
Alright, so the TV album that Doom had, may as well say it now. It had Bedrock, Anthem, I Can't Watch This, Frank's 2000-inch TV, which is a great thing to watch on a cruise, right? Money for Nothing / Beverly Hillbillies, Ricky, Talk Soup. Here's Johnny, The Brady Bunch, Cable TV, I Lost on Jeopardy, and UHF. I also like how the Wikipedia article for this has a description of each song and what it's about. So I Can't Watch This. The description is about a man who hates what he sees on TV. Ah, yes, that's a good point, Doom. Actually, it might be the opposite. The UHF version that's on the TV album is 5 minutes and 8 seconds. Yeah, because there's 2 versions of UHF, the song. That is a good Weird Al note to point out, which I also do remember because I have all of his songs. The UHF that's on UHF, the original motion picture soundtrack and other stuff is... Oh, this says 509. That's okay. Something's not right. One of these articles is wrong, because I know there is a version that's longer and shorter, but...
Okay, yes.
Oh well. Did you double save, Ratmus?
Yeah.
Alright, well thanks everyone for watching Ratmus Plays GTA 3. Like I said, we'll continue this in 2 weeks. Next stream should be Monday. I will continue Ocarina of Time. Hope you enjoyed us talking about maple bacon, cheddar cheese, and other nonsense. And talking about Weird Al, which is always fun, and whatever the hell else we talked about, which was probably stupid. Well, it's a mystery that we'll solve later or something, right?
Yes.
What are you looking up, Ratmus? And once again, thanks, Quack, for giving us this PlayStation 2 that we got here.
Bye, everyone.
Oh, and one last thing, yes, we did not drop any frames or have any internet problems. The only people streaming are Smoke-a-Loke and that guy playing Star Tropics Blind. He's a speedrunner. Alright, that's in the stream. Bye, everyone.